the robbers and the crooks.
Well, actually.
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind.
It's the Travel OG, and welcome to the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0!
We got started in 2021 in Atlanta, united in the pursuit of excellence in all things. It's been one hell of a ride.
Can I tell you what's on my mind? Cause I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind?
We're now focusing more on opportunities for men, in particular passport bros. Guys who go abroad, they want to have a different lifestyle, they want to have a different achievement abroad. Oh yeah, there's without a doubt the narrative has changed for us greatly.
I just finished speaking and having a chance to tell individuals about how to live the American dream outside of America. And I was here to help so many men when it comes to understanding what they need to do in order to relocate.
With the political climate, things that are happening worldwide, guess what? Nobody's coming to save us. So it is indicative that we all bound together, tighten up like a fist, and strike a mighty blow against everything that's fighting to stop us, man.
It's nothing but good, positive people, good, positive energy with one goal in mind, and that is to make money, get the hell out the Matrix, and enjoy your life. You dig? So shout out to all of y'all. Theme music!
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually.
When we get off the planes in Colombia, no matter how we look, no matter what we think, no matter how much money we have in our pocket, there's a perception of all of us. Male, female, black, white, doesn't matter. I've been here long enough to understand that there's one thing that exists in the mind of many Colombians, not all. There's a perception of us. You can have on your sneakers, or you can have on a button-down shirt, you can have on slacks, or you can have on jeans. It doesn't matter. There's still a perceived perception about us. Doesn't matter if it's true or false. Doesn't matter if you have $100 in your pocket, $200,000 in your bank account. There's still a perception. In the way that I'm dressed today, kind of centers around that perception. How people in Colombia, not all, but many, perceive us. And among that group are men and women that are bottom feeders. They'll never do anything with their lives. They'll never finish. They've never thought about finishing school. We call them street urchins. We call them thugs. We call them whatever you want. But at the end of the day, no matter how you dress, when you get off that plane, they see you like, you look like a tourist, and I gotta get your money. So over the last, I say 5-6 years, if not 10 years, we've been watching more and more men that get off the plane with intentions to just enjoy themselves end up in dire straits due to either getting robbed or drugged or hustled or scammed. And sadly, in some cases, even deleted because of perception. Once again, no matter how we dress, no matter how we look, we've got to come to a reality. When you get off that plane and no longer spirit, you got to understand that you're getting off that plane with perception. Fortunately, the train is starting to slowly turn around when it comes to arresting some of these people that look at us like we owe them a lick. We owe them our money. We're starting to see more men and more women in Medellin, Cartagena, even Cali, even in Bogota, being arrested for crimes against tourists. Colombia is trying to slowly turn that train around and rebrand itself. And we're going to look at tonight some of those arrests that has taken place over the last 6 months to a year. Some of them you're going to be familiar with. Some of these are brand new arrests that have taken place over like the last week or two. Either way, I want you guys to see it is not just men being turned around at the airport and have to fly back home because they've been deported that Colombia is using to rebrand itself. It's also slowly but surely cracking down on the criminal element of a lot of these ladies, and it's good to see. And I'm looking forward to seeing more and more and even more arrests taking place. If they want us to learn a lesson as tourists, well, we expect these bottom feeders, these what I call beautiful bottom feeders, to learn the lesson of if you touch a tourist in Colombia, we want these people to realize it will come with a price. And we appreciate the Colombian police slowly cracking down. So before we do that, you guys already know we're about to do some shout outs. Yes, sir. Let's get some shout outs in to you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful day. Yes, sir. Let's scroll and get to the super chats real quick. Shout out to all you guys that are supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. Really do. Shout out to Paola Sands. She's got herself a quality brother. I saw the photos and everything. I just got off the phone with Paola. Paola will be doing a live stream with us this coming Wednesday on the real estate market and some of the other changes that Colombia is doing when it comes to revamping its brand in Colombia, in Medellin. So don't forget, next Wednesday, starting at 6 o'clock, Paola will be here about 6:30. We're going to be doing an interview with Paola, and she's going to be doing a Q&A in regards to real estate and any other questions you guys have. Just keep it respectful like you guys always do. But yeah, we got Paola here this Wednesday. Shout out to her. I appreciate her being here. And we're scheduling an interview, hopefully, with our girl, Mariah Sincere. I really like her content. She's doing a great job over there in Medellin as well. I tell you guys, the ladies, I'm telling you, man, where we fell off as men in social media, the women are going to slowly over the next couple of years pick up the ball. And they're going to be the main ones creating content here in Colombia. You think it's a joke? You heard it here first. He said, I'm always rooting for the quality brothers winning in life. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I would love to see Paola and the brother jump the broom someday if they will. But right now, I'm just happy for both of them. Blessings on blessings on blessings to them both. Yes, sir. He said, winning in life, if you win, we all win. Absolutely correct. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to you, David Dice of the Dice family. Shout out to you, my brother Will. Chill with Will. Yes, sir. Will says this, Mr. Medellin himself. He says, good evening, Andre and Andre, chat family. He say, Spidey Smash. Yes, sir. Spidey Smash that like, and please support Black BMC as well as LCB, Love Crossing Borders, by way of Cash App, Super Chats, and PayPal. So thank you guys for your support this evening. And he said this topic will be epic. It is. It's going to be a great one, guys. It's going to be a great topic tonight. So you guys are going to see what happens with these ladies. The average arrest time, the average sentencing. Just in case you guys, we talked about this before. I might pull that information up. The average sentencing for a woman who does a crime here in Colombia against you guys, I'm going to pull that information up. I still have it. And we're going to talk about, well, how much time do these women normally get once they're arrested, once they go to court, once they're found guilty? What are they usually sentenced? We're going to find out about that today. Yes, sir. He say, great topic. Get your favorite snack and drink for this subject. Yes, sir. Shout out to you once again, Brother Will. And Dave says this. He said, random 17-year-old brother was deleted by his girlfriend. Ooh, they're getting younger, man. And since the 17 years, but of course, the sisterhood is supporting her, saying it's normal for the ladies to grab weapons during arguments. That's normal now? I wouldn't. Is it normal for women to just grab artillery? So if you date women in the States, you guys get into a disagreement, instead of just walking off and just cooler heads prevailing, it's normal for a woman to pull out artillery during the arguments. Fellas, be wise. Man, that's another reason why I was like, can't do it. I was on a panel earlier today over on TikTok, and I rarely do panels, but she does really good. She has a really respectful panel of older people, and I mean, what I mean mature. I don't mean older by age. I mean by maturity. And you know, I was telling them, I said the reason why I left America is because of America. And even though ladies were a part of that reason, but the whole dynamic, this is sad, man. This is sad, Dave. Prayers for both families. Prayers go out to both families, man. Let's see. Mr. Milner, numero uno tonight. Shout out to you, brother. Glad to see you're here. Shout out to Kenny, Mr. Python himself, studying. He said, studying his Python classes. He said, good evening, Gray. Banging out these assignments in Python. Yes, sir. He said, I hate it. He said, and can't stand Python, man. But you got to do what you got to do, brother, because your blueprint is on the horizon. So you got to do what you got to do. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Yes, sir. He said, salute to everyone going to church. Catch this Holy Ghost tonight. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, brother. Glad to see that you're here. Let me scroll down a little further. Make sure I get everybody's shout outs, such as my fellow Colombian brother over there in Medellin, T-Mac in the building. Salute to you, brother. Glad to see that you're here. This is going to be a real good one, T-Mac. LJV, Southern Vegan, is in the building, as well as, you know, them. Hey, shout out to our Pistons. Put that Hulk smash on the Cavaliers last night. Oh, we finally got our I think we finally got our 3-point game. That which has been missing all season has finally showed up during the playoffs. I have no complaints about my Pistons now. I think we got a chance to make it to the final. We're looking really, really good. That's the one thing that I was worried about was our 3-pointer. So now we're looking really good. I have no complaint. So shout out to Nate.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
All right. And let me scroll down. We got my brother Bronx in the building. Hello, brother. Glad to see that you're here. Shout out to them New Yorkers representing. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. We got my boy Jay Anderson. The great, that is. The great. Yes, sir. Salute. Yes, sir. The grown man chat. Andre and Andre, Love Crossing Borders. Appreciate you always, Dre. And I mean it. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys here, man. Like I said, I'm excited about some of the ladies that we got scheduled for interviews this up and coming week. Like I said, we're gonna have Mariah Sincere in a few days, and then Paola's gonna be here next Wednesday. So we'll try to get Mariah for this Friday, see what her schedule is like. She already hit me up. So we're just trying to schedule some time. So it's either going to be this Friday or next Friday. But I'm excited about that. Then this month, we also going to have the Cologne episode, numero dos, number 2 Cologne episode. So I'm excited. So all you guys that collect colognes, we got a round 2 coming up. Yes, sir. He said, I've learned a lot from you on this journey. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Let me scroll. He said, Dre must be on Colombian time today. Yeah, I know, right? I was a little late. YouTubing is a habit. ZUP. Shout out to you, brother. That's Detroit right there. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. Let me see who else we got in the building, such as our brother Kofa. Giving a salute to the gents. Appreciate you being here, brother. We got El Patron. They say Dre look fresh as can be. Let's go, fam. Salute. Yes, sir. Salute to you as well, brethren. Salute to you as well. Glad to see that you're here. Let me scroll down just a little further. We got Apostle Doctrine. I like that name, brother. I like that name. You say, did you do the or did they deport Valentina? I don't know, but we're going to talk about, I think if we're talking about the same one, she's on the show. She's one of the people that's going to be on the video tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I know exactly who you're talking about. Let's see. Old man 313, need I say more?
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Detroit basketball. Shout out to you and good morning to all you brothers that are out there in Southeast Asia, such as our brother Ronan Travelers. Glad to see you here, brother. Make sure you drop the link to your YouTube channel, as well as Fearless, as well as Black Man Travels. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a great morning with you and your special lady and the friends and families that you've made over there in Philippines. In the Philippines. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Killmonger in the building. Saying good morning for the Philippines too. Y'all gonna make me have to get a drop of music for the Philippines. Shout out to you dudes, man. Shout out to the Philippines. As well as a shout out to my brother Jay Kaysen. Good evening, fellas. Shout out to you, Dre, and Mrs. Spence. Yep. Mrs. Spence is gone for a couple of hours. We're going to get our SUV checked out. In Colombia, just to let you guys know, this is for you and all you other guys that want to buy a vehicle in Colombia. You have to get your vehicle by law checked up every 5 years. Every 5 years when you have a vehicle in Colombia, you have to take it to any dealership, not necessarily dealership, but auto mechanic, and have a thorough diagnostic done of your vehicle every 5 years. Now, you might do one every 1 year, but the official one here in Colombia is every 5 years. And it's crazy. We've had our vehicle for 5 years, and we've probably put just, as much as we drive across the country, we probably put just 30,000 miles on it in 5 years. We're just hitting 30,000 miles. It's like crazy just to hit 30,000. There is no way in the world I could have a vehicle driving it almost every day in the States and only hit 30,000 miles in 5 years. So our vehicle is still, our SUV is still new. But yeah, that's what Andrea did today. She took the vehicle while I was taking care of work. She took the vehicle to get its 5-year diagnostic checkup. Let me scroll down a little further. Oh, she's in the process of being deported? Yeah, Valentina Moore. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, Miss Flash Money. Look at the money I got. Look at the money I made from all these passport bros, these expats. I'm balling, bitches. I'm balling. How stupid can you get? You guys are going to see who we're talking about in a minute, guys, on the video. In a minute, you guys are going to see how stupid this young lady is after she had been robbing and drugging dudes. You don't get no dumber than this. Shout out to Rafi Lake being in the building. Says this. He said, what up, Dre? It's been a minute since you've been here, brother. Glad to see you here. He said, what up, Dre? What up, Andre in chat? He say, Speedway, Indiana, them Indiana boys. Them Hoosiers, them Boilermakers are in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Indiana in the building. He said the fedora is player. Great. I appreciate that. He said, hope everyone is doing well. Much love and salute to all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to my brother Pharrell Ishmael in the building. My dude right there. What's up, everybody? What's up? What up, though, brother? What up, though? He said, I watched Mariah Sincere, and she's been cooking some haters. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to Mariah. She just don't know. Them haters going to always be around. She just don't know. You know, Mariah has, think about it. Mariah has been on YouTube maybe 6 months. She's already made it to O'Shea's episodes. O'Shea already did a video on her. And I believe that O'Shea will probably down the line do a lot more videos on her, if not do an interview with her. You know, if you go on O'Shea, Luke Jackson channel, you are going to, blow up. And so shout out to Mariah. I like her content. She's going to have those haters. And here's the part. The guys that I see hating on Mariah aren't even worth the conversation. Some people are just ants to a giant, and they don't like it. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not saying Mariah's a giant, but I'm saying that the direction that she's headed to, a lot of dudes they can't handle that, especially if they've been doing content longer. Then here come Mariah giving, a more mature look as a younger lady. When I mean look, not just her features, I mean as far as the things that she shares. I'm telling you, dude, like, for example, Mariah said the other day, short video, she said, if you are looking to get your weave done, ladies that are coming down from the States, let's be honest, ladies love to weave. She went to this Afro-Colombian store and promoted the store. So she's like, hey, if you ladies want to come down, they got a beauty salon in the back. You get your eyelashes done. And she's not talking about those big eyelashes like they do in the States, but she's talking about respectful eyelashes done like they have in Colombia. You say you can get your hair done. In other words, she did for that Afro-Colombian business what a lot of brothers had not been doing who probably walked past that business 100 times. That's what I mean about the look that she's giving, that she's presenting, that a lot of dudes are jealous of. They don't think of stuff like that. So that, in other words, the haters are going to hate. The haters are going to hate. Shout out to Chris Jeezy in the building. And my brother, what? We got brother Bean. Hey, Bean, you here for a good one, bro. Hey, Bean, you here for a good one. I got your back. It's going to be a good one tonight. Yes, sir. Go Pistons. You see how we doing? And my Pistons whooped they last night. I was like, oh, James Harden. You see how my boy blocked James Harden? James Harden thought he was coming with the little soft. My man said, "Get that out of here." And then James Harden tried to steal a ball. He's like, "Get out of here, James. You old. Get your old bearded butt out of here, James Harden." He blocked James. James shot almost went to the rafters. I was like, oh, well, James. At least you can make it to the Hall of Fame. Shout out to my man Chillwell in the building. He said old school passport, bro, formed 1980s. Yes, sir. Shout out to the 80s crew. Yes, sir. Shout out to Gen X. And shout out to my brother Alan being in the building as well. So everybody is having a blessed day. Yes, sir. He said, yeah, you dudes in the Philippines, I need to come up with a soundbite drop for you guys. I got to do one for New York. I got one for DC. I just haven't used it yet. We got shown up. Hey, okay, I see what y'all doing. Everybody showed up. The whole family's here tonight. I recognize what this is. Yes, sir. Yeah, T-Mac says she only has a short flight either to Caracas border or Caruta. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Cucuta. Yep. She gonna be gone. She gonna be gone. Like I said, the young lady that T-Mac and I are talking about, you guys are gonna see her on the video tonight. Yeah. I'm glad they arrested her. She was sick. And she was mouthy. I was like, girl, do you realize you just got arrested? He said, I bet some ninjas still hitting up Valentine. Bruh. You think they ain't? You think dudes still are? Do you know that young lady's DM is still full? We know that. Shout out to my man JC in the building. He said, my compliments to you, Dre. That is a stylish hat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, and your lecture was truly excellent. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. Really do. Shout out to Rob being in the building. Rob says this, good evening, Mr. Spence. Appreciate that talk a few months back. He said, making a relocation move to Panama. Beautiful area, man. He said, got the attorney. He said, got to go ahead. He said, got to go ahead, heading down at the end of May for a retirement visa. And you got it all planned out, step by step by step. Yes, sir. Much love from the ATL. Shout out to the South, man. Let me show the South some love. There we go. Yes, sir. And then we got a man supporting men in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Glad to see AMSM in the building representing. Always got some great content that he's dropping on his Facebook, dropping on his Instagram and his TikTok page. Yes, sir. Salute to you as well, brethren. Salute to you as well. Let me scroll down, make sure I got everybody, because I got my man D Kirk in the building. Yes, sir. Gotta be doing something right tonight. We got D Kirk. I wanted to make sure everybody got here tonight before he said missed that in between sets. Yeah, got to get that done for you guys. As a correction, he said, I don't claim all passport bros do pay for play. I agree with that. He said, only a few of them. He said, I don't want Aaron Ferris coming after me. Yeah, you know how Aaron is about his passport bro brand. Make sure you guys download the official Passport Bro app, man. I'm on that app. A lot of other brothers on that app. If you are a guy that collect colognes, they have a section where all the guys that collect colognes have a little group on the app as well. It is absolutely free to download. It is the official Passport Bro app, and you'll know the colors because the background is all black. The letters are in green and white. So look for the one that's the only one that has a black background and the letters are in green and white. Shout out to Aaron Ferris for that app, man. Really opens up some doors. And if you want to do a live stream from it, you can even do a live stream from the Passport Bros app. That's how cool that is. Yes, sir. And we know it's a countdown coming up right now for the Black Manosphere Conclave. So I'll be dropping the link for that this evening. But let me change everything over. I know you guys didn't come here to hear me ramble. You guys came here to see some women get arrested. And so did I. So let's change the music over. All right. Before we get started, guys, I know a lot of times, I laugh and I joke about the guys that get drugged and robbed and even deleted sometimes, right? But it's not all on the men. I don't want to put it all on the dudes. The reason, there are reasons why this continues to occur in certain cities in Colombia. One of the major reasons that they continue to drug the next man, then the next man, and the next man. I'll tell you why. 4 things that take place that you're never around for. Some of you are around when you get drugged, but you're back on the plane when that young lady gets arrested. And they know that. Her cronies, her friends, her connections, they all know that. The underworld knows that you're going to be back on the plane by the time if she gets arrested. They know it. Number 2, that you're not going to be here for. The trial. Once she gets arrested, they know they're going to end up having to set her free if there is no solid evidence, because you back home in the States or back in UK by the time the trial comes. And the underworld and beautiful bottom feeders know this. So for some of you guys that wonder why the conviction rates aren't as high as we would want them to be, one of the reasons is you guys aren't even around to go to court as witnesses. Number 3, that you are not around for, this is why these people feel like they can still get away with it, is the conviction. You are not around for the newspapers to interview or talk to about the conviction of a lot of these women. You're not around once they're found guilty of the crime that they committed against you. You're back at work. You're back at the factory. You're back at your cubicle. You're back behind your computer working on your classes with Theo. So you're not even around for the arrest, the trial, the conviction, and lastly, what makes a lot of you guys frustrated, you're not even around when the woman gets sentenced. As far as you know, she's still roaming the streets. For some of you guys, the woman that came after you has been locked up for 2 years and you don't even know it. And they're not going to announce it. Not the underworld. And so this is why we're doing this particular episode, to let you guys know that, hey, a lot of these women are getting locked up. Don't underestimate the rebranding of Colombia. A lot of us are thinking the rebranding of Colombia is them sending people back to whatever country they came from, deporting dudes. That's a part of it. Whether it's fair or not, I'm not here to talk about that tonight. But deporting guys is a part of it. But the conviction of a lot of these women, it's growing, guys. It is growing. And whether we want to admit it or not, more and more of these women are going to jail for a long time. So I'm going to pull up the information that we had before about the conviction rates. But right now, we're going to watch the videos. Yes, sir. Shout out once again to the brother Daniel on the go over there in Medellin. He's going to be starting off the videos tonight, talking about last week's arrest of this group of Colombianas and their connection, the guy. And they had hustled and they made money of over 400 million Colombian pesos. That's a big chunk of money. Let's let him talk.
4 people have been arrested who were connected with robbing foreigners, Americans on Tinder in Medellin, Colombia. Okay? They captured these 4 people. Let's at least salute the police there because they're trying, right? They're getting something done. But the buck doesn't stop here, folks. Okay? They have said to rob over 400 million pesos from foreigners. They even have a name for themselves. So they already laughing in your face. Las Tinderianas. Tinderianas? Yo, the Tinderianas is coming out to get y'all. But as you read the article, what was happening was, you see this guy right here? I want you guys to look at this guy. This is the guy you're talking to on Tinder. When you think you're talking to Maria, you're talking to Jose. Okay? He was the one who set up the accounts. And once he reels you in, he sends one of these women. Okay? Sends one of them to come get you. Okay? Drug you and rob you. Okay?
Before he goes any further, you heard what he just said. A lot of you guys that are going on these accounts, you're thinking you're talking to a woman. You're thinking you're talking to a woman on Tinder, on Bumble, on Latin Cupid, Colombian Cupid. They know most of you don't know Spanish enough to give a phone call, so there ain't gonna be no phone calls involved. I'm telling you, it's cookie cutter. They use it over and over and over and over again. They've been doing this since I've been down here. They've been doing that. And they look at it like if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? But here's the kicker. They never expected Medellin to want to rebrand itself. That's what they were depending on, that nothing's going to change in Medellin. You guys were going to always be allowed to come down. The police are going to turn a blind eye. They thought that that's what it was going to be from now on. They thought that, hey, let the good times roll. Let the casino continue. Let the house always win, right? Until Medellin said, nope, we are in the middle of rebranding our image. And they know if Medellin rebrands its image, it's going to help the whole country of Colombia rebrands its image. These people weren't expecting arrests. Not on this scale. Maybe a girl here, maybe a girl there, maybe a pimp here. But they were not expecting this many arrests that's taking place. They were not expecting it. So tonight, we're going to be watching a bunch of arrests that have taken place. I'm going to bring this beat back to the beginning, that you hear this brother one more time. And take heed, every fine chick that you see on Tinder or Bumble, that may not be her. That might be a dude or some dudes that's in the background.
This just in from El Colombiano. 4 people have been arrested who were connected with robbing foreigners, Americans on Tinder in Medellin, Colombia. Okay? They captured these 4 people. Let's at least salute the police there because they're trying, right? They're getting something done. But the buck doesn't stop here, folks. Okay? They have said to rob over 400 million pesos from foreigners. They even have a name for themselves. So they already laughing in your face. Las Tinderianas. Tinderianas? Yo, the Tinderianas is coming out to get y'all. But as you read the article, what was happening was, you see this guy right here? I want you guys to look at this guy. This is the guy you're talking to on Tinder. When you think you're talking to Maria, you're talking to Jose. Okay? He was the one who set up the accounts. And once he reels you in, he sends one of these women, okay? Sends one of them to come get you, okay? Drug you and rob you, okay? So, guys, look who you've been talking to this whole time. Jose. You're sending him sweet nothings. Him. This is the guy you're speaking to, okay? You see they have a name. So, don't think the buck stops here. Like I said, there's plenty more people on Tinder doing this. But now you could see it for yourself. 4 people captured. Let's salute the police for trying. Like I said again, stay off of the Tinder apps. You see it's real right here. Don't fall for the Tinder Rihannas, man. All right? All right, man. Follow me for more tips like this.
This is mad. This woman did a horrible thing. She had a relationship with this man. Some call it an affair, and it did not go well. In an act of revenge, she gets some raspberries, finds his daughter, covers the raspberries in chocolate. Emily, do you want some chocolate covered raspberries? Emily eats the raspberries with her friend, but that woman had put something nasty. It took her life and the friend's life as well. Here's the dad with Emily as a baby. She destroyed that man, but the kicker is even worse than that. You see, the wife there, she had passed 2 years earlier with the same substance in those chocolate-covered raspberries. Now they found that woman just off Battersea Bridge. She had left Colombia, made her way to London. Still alive.
Now just imagine how evil that is. Just imagine how evil that is against a child, and ran from Colombia to go to England. Let's listen to see what else happens to her.
Rescued her.
This is TikTok influencer Tatiana Martinez, a Colombian who entered the U.S. illegally in 2022. And DHS says she already picked up a DUI in California.
So as soon as she got to the States, she getting DUIs. She out there drinking and driving as an illegal immigrant on TikTok as a Colombiana. When I say these Colombian women are getting locked up, they getting locked up. I didn't just say here in Colombia.
Here she is live streaming from inside her Tesla. Yes, you heard that right.
This woman made enough money on TikTok to buy a Tesla. And how did she do it, pray tell? How did she make that money?
A brand new Tesla. Quite the upgrade for someone who claims to be a poor asylum seeker, don't you think? Her big TikTok stunt? Following ICE agents around Los Angeles and broadcasting their locations to her followers. But
oh, so that's how she made that money. Being on TikTok, illegal immigrant, following ICE agents, and build a following.
that ended when agents caught up with her during a live stream. On camera, she's screaming, "I can't breathe." Then she demands medical attention, and in the scuffle, her wig flies off. But the performance didn't save her. She was taken to the hospital, then transferred to a detention center, now pending deportation. DHS and ICE aren't playing games anymore. You will be detained, you will be prosecuted, and you will be deported. There's no more protection for people who break our laws to get here, or break them again once inside. Don't like it? Tough. If you think it's about time law and order came first, follow and share. If not, go cry in the comments.
Hey Tatiana, bring that ass to the front. Did you really think that ICE agents and the federal government was just going to allow you to spew your hatred and obstruct ICE agents by doxing them? No, you should have known better. I mean, because if there's anything you should know about ICE, is they are great at tracking people. They are great at tracking criminals. You know, that's what you are. How does it feel now to have your 3 hots in a cot? Now you got a one-way ticket to Alligator Alcatraz, and you can tell us all how the ride is. And let this be a lesson to all of you who want to try to put ICE agents in harm's way. by trying to out their personal information and get them harmed, that is a crime. You're committing a crime. And unlike the last 4 years of the Biden administration, this administration is big on law and order. And I'm gonna put it point blank plain. We ain't having that shit.
Valentina Amor Velasquez was captured for alleged theft from a foreigner. Authorities confirmed that the woman, who was previously a content creator, would be involved in a...
Okay, this is the young lady that me and T-Mac were talking about.
Theft using credit cards, which allowed her to make...
Oh, she just got y'all money flashing it. Oh, she just all over social media just flashing y'all money. Yep, low IQ chick. She all in Medellin. She's a Venezuelan. All in Medellin, Motley. All in Medellin. And acting like, I got him.
Several purchases and transactions, leaving the foreigners' accounts empty. A video of the exact moment of the capture in the middle of the street appeared on social networks. The authorities must determine exactly how the events occurred and what was the degree of their participation in this theft. And this is not the first time that the woman would be related. In a robbery, since in 2023 she was accused of stealing several valuable objects in a restaurant and hotel in Cartagena, for which they were also captured. At that time, Valentina Amor Velasquez had gone viral on social networks by trying to imitate the Paisa accent, being Venezuelan. From there, for a few years, she tried to start her career as a content creator, but she had been losing notoriety.
Pause. Let's bring that back. This woman wasn't even from Antioquia, the state of Antioquia. Medellin, if you will. She would meet you guys, and because you didn't know any better, because you don't know no form of Spanish at all, this woman could imitate Will, imitate the Paisa accent. And you think you talking to a Paisa. You think you talking to a real Colombiana. This chick's from Venezuela. And she is drugging and robbing dudes. And she just got arrested. Her arrest is recent, bro, over the last couple of weeks. He said many of you guys are talking about going to Venezuela. Oh, I got that episode coming tomorrow, bro. I got that episode coming tomorrow. Yes, sir. You want to go to Venezuela? Go. Tomorrow's episode is even dedicated to walk you step by step through getting your Venezuelan visa. Yes, you need a visa to go to Venezuela. As a Colombian, they don't. As an American, you do. So a lot of you guys that's talking that, I'm going to Venezuela. Are you? You don't even know how to fill out a visa application. Venezuelan visa is for 1 year. My brother D. Kirk said, yeah, I'm gonna wait about that. I'm waiting on that. I'll wait. But yeah, this woman set up here fake being a Colombiana just so she could rob and drug you guys.
Social networks. The authorities must determine exactly how the events occurred and what was the degree of their participation in this theft. And this is not the first time that the woman would be related. In a robbery, since in 2023 she was accused of stealing several valuable objects in a restaurant and hotel in Cartagena, for which they were also captured. At that time, Valentina Amor Velasquez had gone viral on social networks by trying to imitate the Paisa accent, being Venezuelan. From there, for a few years, she tried to start her career as a content creator, but she had been losing notoriety on social networks.
Daddy, do you remember this girl called or nicknamed Valentina Amor, who was a walking meme for a long time because of her phrase Valentina Amor Velasquez?
Valentina Amor Velasquez, Medellin.
Well, that same girl who had disappeared and nobody knew about her Today, she again appeared in the eye of the hurricane after she was recorded being captured by the police because the girl is allegedly scamming people from outside the country, that is, visitors. Foreigners, daddy, well, that's to be expected.
I think somebody mentioned, I think it was Daniel, the brother that's at the beginning of the video. He mentioned this when we watched his interview with Jamie Woods. Shout out to Jamie Woods and his YouTube channel, Travel and Motivation. Make sure you guys subscribe to Travel and Motivation. And Daniel, once again, the brother that was at the beginning of the video telling us about some of the arrests that's taking place. One of the things he was warning us about in Colombia, all of us guys, he said, stay away from the women with a bunch of tattoos. I know some of you guys think it's sexy. I know y'all think it's, ooh, she belongs to the streets. I like me a street chick. But I'm telling y'all, the brother said if one of the fastest ways for you to get caught up and one of the easiest ways, F around with them women with a bunch of tattoos here in Colombia. That's a whole different breed of woman that you ain't ready for. I ain't ready for it. Daniel ain't ready for it. Jamie Woods ain't ready for it. T Mac ain't ready for it. Ain't none of us, Will, none of us gonna pretend like we want to be with somebody that's that dangerous. So when the brothers say, leave those women with like all gangs of tattoos on them, here in Colombia, it is not a game at all. And this young lady, like me and T Mac were saying earlier, even though she's been arrested, her DMs are still full of simps. Her DMs are still full of simps. What do you need? I'll get you out of jail, baby. I'll get you out of jail. I'll take care of you. You need to leave the country. Come stay with me. You could come live with me. It's always some simps. She don't have to look good when there's some Simpsons around. The Simpsons. Some dudes are the Simpsons. Yeah, that's another thing that guys take for granted here in Colombia. I don't know why y'all think when we say that there are gang member women in Colombia that are robbing you guys. I don't know why you guys are all over Tinder, all over Bumble. I don't know why you guys think that we're thinking about something else. No, the same gangs that are like the ones that are in different parts of the United States that are serious about their gang affiliation. Blood in, blood out affiliation. I'm telling you, those same type of gangs are here in Colombia. But she's so beautiful, Andre, she can't be a gang member, bruh. But she's 27, Andre, she can't be. Blood in, blood out. You got dudes in their 50s and 60s still walking around affiliated, claiming they're set, right? In the States, right? Well, what makes you think that women are going to stop being gang members at the age of 23, 24, 27 in Colombia? And you are all over Tinder. Oh my gosh, she's the one. Bruh, she is the head of her neighborhood's gang. So when we tell you guys that many of those women on Tinder are gang affiliated, we are not saying it happenstance. We're not hating on you. You just trying to ruin our fun. No. Okay. Put a 1 in the comment section if you sleep with gang members back in the States on the regular. See, I can't put no 1. I done slept with women from every walk of life. I ain't never slept with a gang member. I'm sorry. Some of you guys have because you probably live in those type of communities. But as for Andre, that's probably the one area y'all got on me. I ain't never slept with a gang member. I don't see no 1. Right, 0, Andrew. Shout to right. If you don't know nothing about sleeping with gang members in the States where you're from and you're comfortable in or in UK or in Canada, if you know nothing about sleeping with gang members there, why do you come to other countries such as Colombia as dangerous as this country can be if you do it wrong, why would you come here and sleep with gang members? I didn't know, Drake. No, you knew. We've been saying this for years, bruh. You knew that heifer on Tinder was a gang member. Dude's been telling y'all for years to lead on women with all those extra tattoos. It's one thing to have some tats. I'm not saying a woman with tats, but you know when a woman is tatted up like this right here. Let's not act crazy. Shout out to all you guys that are watching from Andrea's channel. You can still have your fun in Colombia, fellas, but you don't have to put yourself in danger with women like this. Yeah, Mom Spaghetti said, I'm cool. Yeah, Nick, like, not me. Not me. Right, I never have. Like I said, I've been with many walks of life and never had a gang member. Well, you probably didn't know, Drake. No. I would have known. Yeah. Never had one. Deep Voice said, I'm from NC. There's a lot of Latina gangs members down here. He said, not a lot of Latina gang members either. He said he's from MC. There is no Latina gang members down here. He said, not a Latina gang members either. He said, you gotta go to California, knows how to party. Yeah, you gotta go to the West. Gotta go to the West side. Yeah. Shout out to Chris once again. Zeta's in the building. He said in Texas, plenty of Latina gang. Right. I can expect that, but guys, woo. This is the young lady that T.I. Oh, I keep saying T.I. today, but T-Mac and I were talking about earlier. She just got arrested, I believe, last week.
It's not the first time it's happened, and there's news about this girl doing the same thing. Today, the most shameless thing is that they no longer know how to do things because a few minutes before being captured by the police, he uploaded a video, the mafia doll counting the dollars that the Lord had taken from him.
Now, she made this video, like my man said, just a few minutes before they stopped her and arrested her. And he's right, because that outfit, that yellow outfit, is the outfit that she had on when they arrested her. She got USD. She got your USD and Colombian pesos. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna get that coochie, huh? Yeah, no. Don't run now. Stay on the live stream. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna get that coochie, huh? You do know when you get drugged, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get that coochie, right? Most women don't drug you after she done gave you the coochie. Usually, you looking at the coochie, she might be taking the clothes off. You might be able to suck a nipple, but you ain't gonna get that coochie. Just imagine getting drugged and waking up 12 hours later. The coochie you thought you was gonna get and you was drooling over all night at the club, you ain't even get it, and she robbed you. And now these women are so bold, they are going on social media, foolishly flashing the cash. That's how they feel about you. They feel like I said, I wore this shirt on purpose because no matter what you wear in Colombia, when you first get off that plane, we all look like tourists. No matter what we wear, race, color, or creed, height doesn't matter. If you're a man getting off that plane, we all look like a tourist. And so we're going to have to move a little bit more wisely because these chicks do not care. It's one thing for these chicks to share photos on WhatsApp, because they do it on WhatsApp. Man, these women across in Thailand, in DR, in the Philippines, in the States, in Colombia, Venezuela, and Brazil, all the bottom feeder chicks share each other's photos and information. Look how much I made, girl. I'm balling because I got this dumb American. I got this dumb Canadian girl. I got this dumb dude from France. He balling. He always give me, what, girl? How'd you do that? And so they sharing each other information on WhatsApp like we do. Don't y'all ever think the Pay for Play in Cartagena don't share information with the girls in Cali. Don't ever think the girls in Cali do not share stuff with the girls in Bogota, and the girls in Bogota sharing information with the ladies in Medellin. Do you know how much Pay for Play comes to Cali for the Afro-Colombian Festival? Because they know there is going to be over 600,000 Black people coming to Cali the third week of August every year, which means it's going to be a lot of thirsty dudes coming to Cali. And so they try to find their way to get you to sponsor their flight to meet them here. If I had $1 for every time a dude told me he flew a chick down for the Afro-Colombian Festival, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If I had $1 for every time a dude told me I just flew her down for the festival, and I'm not talking about your girlfriend, I'm talking about a stray. It's one thing to fly your girlfriend into Cali. It's another thing to meet a stray that you ain't never met face to face, and you flying her down to Cali. And I know a lot of dudes that do that during the festival. A lot of dudes do that. Right? Let's take a, that's how I look at it. Take a sand to the beach. He said the guys still send women money when they haven't yet met them in person. Absolutely correct. That's why they are getting rich $1. Yep, in dollars. Yep. These women understand the value of the USD now. He said, Andre, please read my message. And that's in the States. Let me see. AMSM. Let me scroll back up, brother. He said, when I pay to play, hey, I see a woman with a bunch of tats. I think she belongs to a pimp or a gang. Yeah, man. I kid you not, man. That's one of the things that you kind of like have to make sure that you're aware of. Yep. I like a woman with tats, but not like that. Not like that. Yeah, I like tats, but not all. It's too much for me. But let's go back to the video, because in a second, we're gonna start talking about once they're convicted and sentenced, how much time do they normally get?
And astonishingly, it surprises me because the last time I heard about this girl, the situation was equally outlandish. Since she was attending a church and since she was a Christian and now she appears scamming an old foreigner, how is it going to be?
Since I was going to call you, I haven't called you.
I definitely don't know what we are going to do with so many chichonera in the country, because believe me, she is not the only one who does that. There are a lot of people out there boasting about talking, like gringuitos.
Shout out to the police. They got another criminal off the street here, little Miss Valentina, right? Showing off the money that she robbed. She was robbing tourists. They caught her today, right here in Medellin. I'm gonna show you real quick. Miss Valentina and her buddies getting locked up by the police.
I remember, you see that yellow that she has on right now? Remember she had on that yellow when she was flashing the money? Not even a few moments after flashing that money on social media, she got arrested.
just shortly after what it appears to her making this video, flossing all this money, she is now going to jail with her buddies. Guys, like I've been telling you, it is organized criminal entities here, men and women working together to rob tourists. Okay, I want to give a shout out to the local police in the city. I have been critical of them lately, but this is the second group this week that has gotten locked up. They're taking the trash, the rats off the street and put them where they belong, behind bars. Have fun. Valentina. Valentina's back out on the streets, guys. We celebrated too soon yesterday. One can only dream that if you're drugging, robbing, unaliving tourists here, not even just tourists, anybody here, right, that they would find you, they would lock you up, throw away the key. They didn't do that to Valentina. They released her the same exact day, right? And in the process, what they did is they just sent a message that it is okay to drug and rob tourists, right? It is so okay that, you know what, we might inconvenience you for a few hours, but you'll be out on the street the same day.
Now, I can't confirm this. I can't confirm that she's back out on the streets. As far as I know, that she's still locked up, but I can't confirm that. And this guy here, with his social media page, he's been getting death threats from the cartel in Medellin. His channel is picking up so much traction because he's married to a Colombiana. And now he's getting death threats because I follow him on social media, because he's exposing the fact that a lot of these women do need to be locked up. My brother Will says this. He said, Brother Dre, he said, if you like, I like be happy to do an online dating profile episode. No one has done it yet. Plus, we'll talk about that, Will. Let me see what direction you're heading with that. You say no one has done it yet. Plus, I can talk about the experiments we did in intelligence. That's a good point. Intelligence and counterintelligence. Yeah, we need to get together in regards to that, Will. That's a good point. That will be a good episode. That will be a good episode. Will says this with the 4,000 love as well. He said, we also did the same experiment in college. Okay, cool. Yeah, Colombia let her back out. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it out. As far as I know, I thought she was still locked up, but she could be back out on the streets.
Now, what do you think that the people that do this, right? Because she's far from the only one. There's groups, spread out throughout the city that are doing this. What kind of message does that send to them? Hey, it's free game, man. So if you are traveling and you are going somewhere and you're looking for a destination where you can...
Oh, Chalupe, she's out? Okay. You said she has an interview she did at a hotel room. Wow. D. Kirk says she's out as well. Wow.
Go out and party like you want to experience the nightlife. Do not come to Medellin. It is not safe. Go to a place like Cancun where the party is great. I used to live there. It's an amazing city. And you know what happens in that city? If a local fucks with you, they have a serious problem on their hand, because the people that run that city, right, do not want to be on the news in the United States disrupting the flow of tourism coming into that city. It's bad for business. So locals do not get to fuck with you in that town. Here in Medellin, not only do they get to mess with you, man, there's no penalty for it at all. She's back out on the street, able to do the same thing. Now, here's the next thing, guys. If you're going out and you're looking for women, right, and you're doing the pay for play, I'm not saying that you should, but whatever, guys are doing it, okay? If you go out and you are picking up things that look like her, things that look like this, with nasty ass neck tat, chest tat, her chest, she's trying to pull it up, it's hanging down to her knees. She is absolutely disgusting, guys. I'm not trying to tell you that you deserve what's coming to you, because I don't hold that type of attitude, but you deserve what's coming to you, man. Like, you can't be this clueless. You can't be this naive. You cannot be this desperate that you let yourself be in a situation where something as nasty as this woman right here is able to get you, guys, right? So right now, if you're coming to party, if you're going to travel anywhere, you're looking for a vacation to go party, don't come to Medellin. It is dangerous. There is criminal entities here drugging and robbing people, right? They're even threatening me at this point. And when the police do pick them up, they just let them out the same day, guys.
Yeah, this is a young man that the homie hubs, a homie hub. That's the young man that's been going back and forth with Mariah Sincere. You know, you often will find that periodically, no matter what country you're in, what'll crop up are weed content creators. Now, I don't mean weed and marijuana. I mean weeds like the bad plant. You'll see them crop up. And I don't know this gentleman. I have nothing against him or for him. But I've watched a few of his videos, and a lot of it is more like I can get views if I do content on controversy or controversial subjects or start controversy. You know what I'm talking about. We've seen those type of content creators 100 times in DR before the pandemic. There were always like those 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes that were just very controversial. And they thought being controversial, whether it be the J Rillos of the world, they always thought being controversial was their key to get in to their channel blowing up. I'm going to say this again. I've never seen one time, and I mean this, I have not seen one controversial Black content creator, especially in this travel space, make it past 50,000 subs. Controversy just never pays off. It never does. You're just wasting your time and your life. If I were to give the brother advice, like I said, I don't know the brother. I'm not coming at the brother, but he's a newer channel, so it's not that large. I think he's at 2,000, 3,000 subscribers. If I were to give him any advice, I would tell him turn the curve of controversy if you really want to be serious about this. One of the reasons why we never did controversy, because I knew there were certain people I wanted to interview. I kid you not. I wanted to interview eventually the Angry Mans. I want to interview eventually the Theo Wolfs. I wanted to interview eventually the Anton Daniels, the guys that have 1 million, you got Angry Man, 700,000 subscribers. Anton Daniels, over 1 million plus. And I knew that when I was at 10,000, we were at 10,000 subscribers with our first channels, to act like I had some sense, because I never knew who it was that I would want to interview down the turnpike. Like if I do content that is too controversial towards women, it'll be hard to get women to do interviews on the show. And there are certain levels of women that travel that I want to interview. And I think new content creators don't think about that. They think about the right now, and I'm gonna be controversial and I'm gonna blow up. It never works. And then they get frustrated. Remember the guy that got frustrated with Richie Mack a couple of years ago and they got in a fight? One of the reasons why he got very frustrated, because he was in Thailand before Richie, making content, but it was more controversial. It was more like him versus, or let me interview this pay-for-play chick type of controversy, right? And then here come Richie Mack. Hadn't been in Thailand 4 months, takes off. Kevin Samuels is talking about him before he dies. So if any of you guys that want to do content in the future, do not do controversy. Don't be that dude. I went to the hood of Medellin. No videos. 1 or 2 of those videos might blow up for a minute, but then you got to come up with something else. And I kid you not, a lot of times guys don't realize that the future of their YouTube channel will be dictated by how serious and mature they carry themselves in the early years. I kid you not. in the early years. So, and that's one of the things that I when I get a chance to talk to Mariah, I'll tell her the exact same thing. Do not let these dudes of controversy distract you from what you're doing, because you're going to have your haters. You cannot get rid of them. They're going to be there. Yeah, this guy isn't doing anyone any favor. Yeah. Yeah, that guy is a Pookie. That's why he was mad at Richie. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yep. So let's go back to the video. Yeah. So this guy does serious content, and lately he's been getting death threats from cartels in Medellin. The white guy right here.
Woman Lapriti is captured who has scammed men through the dating app.
Vami intended to board a flight to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic while under an Interpol red alert.
So she was trying to run to DR. This one right here, Miss Babyface. She was trying to run to DR when they arrested her here in Colombia.
This alert is active across 90 nations. Authorities have identified.
Now, I know Will knows this, but they just made the announcement. I'm going to bring that back. He said when it comes to Interpol, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. Guys are not being turned back from coming into Colombia only because of being a pedo or pay for play. Those are two reasons, and those are two of the most promoted reasons. But because Interpol is connected to, like they just mentioned, 90 countries, my federal conviction doing 10 years in the feds, Interpol has that information, and over 90 countries can pull that information up. Any state time that I've done, Interpol can pull that information up. Anything about Andre's past is not hidden from Interpol. 90 countries are sharing criminal records with each other. That's why they say they also here in Colombia are turning you back. If you have done any international crime, you get turned back. If you have a record of conviction of domestic violence in your country, these guys are being turned back. So sometimes we think the guy's being turned back because, oh man, they don't want men to do pay for play. No, you were violent back home at one point in time or another in your life. You got convicted on that. That's in your records, and those records follow you around on the angels list for the perverts. But any of us that's had any convictions, these 90 countries have all of our records. When I came into Colombia, when you guys came into Colombia, I don't care if you're going to Uruguay or France. So don't think that they just turn the guys away because they don't want them to have sex. A lot of them, they turn away because them dudes are violent. And we don't want to admit that part either. Yes, a lot of dudes are being unfairly turned away because they just want to come and have a good time. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of guys that's being turned away, they are on the same list of pedos that are in their country, that are back home in their country and in their states. Like, you know, Florida got a lot of pedos communities, and they all have to register. I mean, Florida got a ton of them, just neighborhoods that they just live in. In a lot of neighborhoods, they can't go to because there's an app that'll let them know if you registered and you move into our neighborhood, they can actually look at that scanner and see what house you live in Canada. I mean, not Canada, but in Florida, I don't know if it is in other states, But I know in Florida, just average people use an app, and they could tell where the pedo lives. How far is he away from their kids? Like if the pedo lives 3 houses down, all that. So if we know it by way of an app in the state of Florida, can you imagine federal governments around the world? So if you have an international drug conviction, you know, you were the dude that was moving drugs in and out. If you were the guy that was the pedo, if you were the guy that was domestically violent and you were convicted of the crime of it, you might not be able to get into Colombia. And there are a couple more, but most of them are international. It just is what it is. Will says this. He said, I remember the Boston bomber. The Russian dude gave us all the information through Interpol, and the U.S. authorities ignored them. And then weeks later, people were bombed during the marathon when Russia had already shared how crazy this dude was through Interpol. But America, with our egos, we ignored it, especially since the information was coming from the Russians. He said exactly, Colombia does not want the chance of these widows harming the women or the children. Absolutely correct. He said even the men, but mostly women and children. That's so correct. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen. I'm going to bring this back where he talked about Interpol.
Right, they're even threatening me at this point. And when the police do pick them up, they just let them out the same day, guys.
Woman Lapriti is captured who has scammed men through the dating app.
Bami intended to board a flight to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic while under an Interpol red alert. This alert is active across 90 nations. Authorities have identified a 25-year-old Colombian woman who allegedly distributed illicit substances to a Brazilian citizen and stole over the $25,000.
Woo! So it was a Brazilian dude that young lady, the Miss Innocent chick, he had money, came to Colombia. She drugged him and robbed him for $25,000. $25,000. That is crazy. Shout out to Noradine over there on Andrea's channel. Noradine says this. He said, you're right. Because when I had to get my hazmat endorsement on my commercial driver's license and my TWIC card, he said, my fingerprints on file with the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. Absolutely correct. Shout out to Noradine being in the building with the $10 love. Absolutely correct. Yeah, robbed the dude. The Brazilian dude got robbed for $25,000 by the little innocent looking Brazilian, innocent Colombiana that we were just looking at that was trying to escape the DR.
There is information that through the bundle application, I met people. In some countries, we are verifying through Interpol, in which other countries there may be a request or where there may be information, and that is part of public communication so that the victims of this person, both in Colombia and in the countries, well, victims are encouraged to assist the Colombian judicial system and the Attorney General's office with filing complaints or contributing further evidence to aid this ongoing case.
Through the diligent deployment of our judicial police, we successfully apprehended a woman known as Natalia. Last year on December 19, 2022, she, along with 2 others, had violently attacked and ultimately caused the death of a citizen identified by an alias.
Wow. So she caused the death of a person back in 2022.
Pepas and Elias Fran, these two subjects, thanks to the efficiency of our SIGIN, have already been captured. That day we captured alias Natalia, who will now be released to the competent authority. Yes, indeed, in this scenario, she was the one who carried the firearm. According to the investigative chain, when they killed this person, it can be established that it was her.
It has been determined that Natalia provided the firearm to one of the assailants during an attempted robbery when the victim tried to resist.
So I'm putting this. Okay, before this brother speaks, I want to share something with you guys. Let me do a screen share real quick with you guys. I'll pull this information up. Okay, let me make this larger. Drop that down. Make this larger so you guys can see it. Okay. These are what cause convictions right here. So I asked Deep Seek, on average, with Colombianas, how much do they get convicted of particular crimes against tourists, against foreigners? So here's the sentencing of the crimes on average versus, you know, the crimes on average. For theft, no violence, no drugs, just straight theft, these women have gotten on average between 32 to 48 months, which is about 2.5 years to 4 years. And based on the maximum that they would get, let me shrink this a little bit, just a little bit, so I can use the scroll bar. Okay. And the actual time served with good behavior is, instead of being at 2.5, it'll be 1.5. So yes, Colombia does have time off for good behavior, just in case you guys are wondering. So a person could walk in with 4 years if they did theft with no drugging, and with good behavior, they can end up walking out after 2 years. Theft with drugging using scopolamine, the average person gets 9 to 12 years in prison if they are arrested, like this young lady that we just looked at, who tried to escape to DR, who stole 25,000. She's looking at, on average, 9 to 12 years in Colombian prison. With good time, good behavior, in other words, she'll do between 5 to 7 years. If the drugging results in a serious injury, where that person is left somewhat in an overdose, or in other words, they had to go to the hospital, 6 to 9 years. And with good behavior, they'll do 3 to 5 years. If the drugging results in a death, they didn't mean to do it, but it happened, reckless homicide, and these are all crimes towards tourists, then they'll do, because of the drugging, 6 to 10 years, and with good behavior, 3 to 6 years after she's drugged you to death. Now, if it's premeditated deletion, and it's not a self-defense, but it's premeditated, Colombian female can get 25 to 35 years. With good behavior, 15 to 20 years. And if a woman deletes a female foreigner, if a woman deletes, because femicide is illegal in Colombia, crimes against women because they're women is illegal in Colombia. If a woman gets caught doing a crime against a woman and that woman passes on, she can get 30 to 40 years. With good time, she's still looking at 18 to 25 years. So these are not light convictions of, well, she'll be out in 6 months. Colombia is not like the States. Well, they'll be out in 9 months. They'll be out in 6 months. Colombia is trying to give you some years. They're trying to give you some years. I just want to let you guys see that Colombia is not playing a game when it comes to convictions. Noordine says this also. He said, if you plan to transport hazard materials, whether it be talking about in the States, hazard material, whether it's within the state or crossing the state line, and that's what makes it federal. And you want to get a HAPSWR or credentials fingerprinted on file with the FBI so they know who you are. Absolutely correct. All those little steps that you have to do. You say for a death, it's too light. Yep. The states give you give you football numbers. That is true. That ain't ish. Yep. No distractor. Yep. Detractor. Not at all. And like I said earlier, for some of you guys that weren't here, a lot of times people aren't here for, the crime happens to you. You go back home after you get yourself on track. You're not here to see them get captured. You're not here to see them go to trial. You're not here to see them convicted. And you're not even here for the sentencing. David says this. Dave said, Dre, the episode that you did on the lady prison, it doesn't matter how long the jail sentence because they have beauty contests in prison. Absolutely correct. Basically, so it is pointless. What did Eazy-E say? Prison is like a party because you know everybody. Prison is like a party because you know everybody. So a lot of women here. Yep. It's fun land. Yep, narco land. He said, this is why I don't spend my hard-earned money in that hellhole anymore. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. I'm like you, and I'm not saying that flippantly. Y'all know my motto: don't come to Colombia. y'all already know I'm anti-come to Colombia. Colombia is a great city, great country for a person to retire, relocate, all those things. But the way that guys move in the pay-for-play world on Tinder and all that, it's not safe. So I always tell guys, if you are a vacationer and you're a guy that's in that pay-for-play world, that underworld, bruh, this ain't the country to play the underworld games. Go to Thailand, play underworld there. Go to the Philippines. No offense, Ronan. Play underworld there. Colombia is not the country where you want to play games with the underworld, with the cartel, with the criminal elements. This is not that country where you want to say, hey, hey, I'm buying all the pay for play. No, go on back to Sosua, bruh. I mean it, go on back to Sosua. This is not that country, bruh. It is too dangerous when you make it dangerous. It is too dangerous when we make it dangerous. Noordine said this also. He said, even if you want to drive a school bus in New York City, you have to have your fingerprinted. I can understand that. He said, it's the same if you're doing it for any federal credential or getting your hazmat or your TWIC card. Good points, brother. That's a good point. So yeah, all your information is there. DJ says this. Shout out to DJ. Welcome back, DJ. Welcome back to Cali. He said they in jail having fun still. Yep. Yep. Let's get back to the video. Enough of this. Let me remove this from let me add this to the stage.
A warning to all the passport bros, all those guys that like to fly abroad and mingle with women in certain countries because they think that their money carries so much weight and they think they can get any woman they want. Well, this woman right here is from Colombia and she's known as a hit woman. Now, she's been reportedly arrested for taking the life of several people, including her ex-boyfriend. Now, they nicknamed her the doll, which means that the man them over there were probably loving this woman, but she was nothing but dangerous. And these guys are going out to these countries, yeah, thinking, oh, I can do whatever I want. I'm a fly guy. I've got money. You're going to end up in a box somewhere, my bro. Now, she's only 23 years old. She's not like a grown woman who's been through bare madness and just decided to snap. She's young and she's out there with several bodies potentially, including the ex-boyfriend. So when you go to these countries, be careful. That's all I'm saying. Tell me your thoughts. Follow for more.
Karen Juliet Ojeda Rodriguez, dubbed the Doll, is a Colombian woman linked to organized crime. Authorities allege she planned the murder of her ex-partner, David Jesus Garcia Palomino, in Santander. Reportedly, Rodriguez used deception to lure Garcia to a secluded area, where hired hitmen ambushed and killed him. She collaborated with Paula Valentina Joya Rueda, also known as Gorda Sicaria, and others in the crime. Financial disputes and personal conflicts are believed to be
Welcome to
motives.
Florida in
Her arrest
2025,
highlights
where being
increasing
Latino
concerns
is reason
over
enough
female
to go
involvement in
to jail. I
Colombia's
wish
organized crime.
but this is
Hotel, and then he goes to police and he reports what happened. Clear, this isn't only happening in Colombia, it's happening in other.
My bad, gentlemen. Editing flaw.
more because I was a passenger in the car.
According to police reports, she was DMing guys or guys would DM her on social media networks.
Never hears of him again.
Give me a second. You stupid. For real. She on demon mode for real. That chick was on demon mode. Let's go here. I wonder why it's freezing on me. Give me a second. Let me pull it down and I'll bring it back up. Okay, there we go.
My sister and I were from Colombia, newly arrived, and I don't even know where this lie came from because the officer who told this lie, my sister, had given her her passport card saying that she was born here in Denver, Colorado. Aside from the lies about where we were from, they also told my boyfriend that if it wasn't legal, they would prosecute me with ICE. And this comes after I already had my social security number and they knew I was born in Detroit. Michigan spent almost 10 hours.
Shout out to them Detroits. So you got the Colombian chick born in Detroit and ICE putting her through hell. Okay, Miss Colombiana, let's hear your story.
In jail and the conditions were horrible. It looked like a freezer in the cell they kept me in. I couldn't sleep all night. Last night, one officer even accused me of being an asshole for not providing my ID. As a citizen, I refuse to accept being treated as inferior due to my appearance. Does this mean my constitutional rights no longer apply? I've read numerous accounts of similar incidents affecting Latinos across the United States. If you've experienced something similar, please share your story here. Let's not allow these injustices to go ignored or unchallenged.
ICE just grabbed the son of Colombia's loudest Trump supporter. Angela Vergara, she's a Colombia congresswoman, was on camera cheering when Trump got back in office.
This woman, if you follow her over the last couple of years, this was the woman that sat back and said they should get rid of Juneteenth as a holiday. This woman is very anti-black. She's so busy trying to prove to Trump and others that she is one of the good old girls. She walks around with Trump hats on. She's got videos on X with her holding guns. I'm talking about this is a Colombiana. I mean, she is very disrespectful. And then now she wants to cry because because Trump locked up. She wanted to cry because Trump locked up her son and deporting his ass after all she's done to hype up Trump as a female politician. Because this woman is a politician here in the States. And now they locked her son up.
Posted on Instagram and she loved it. Her son Rafael had documents, work permit, social security number, and a court date scheduled. He's doing everything right. Then one day at 4 a.m. January 28th, ICE grabs him off the public road in Louisiana, gave him 3 minutes to contact his family, then poof, gone. 18 days in a packed cell, everybody's getting sick, and Angela goes on social media crying about her son is in prison and in chains. I'm so sorry for you, Pobrecito. She was celebrating when Trump's return while other Colombian families were already getting their doors kicked in. And now she's begging Gustavo Petro, the leftist president her party fights with every single day, to pressure the US government to get her son out. Dude, the irony here, man. Oh,
no, she didn't ask the president of Colombia, who's beefing with Trump, can't stand Trump. Trump can't stand him. Notice heifer did not ask. After telling Colombians and treating blacks like trash. I mean, this woman's social media, bruh, is on a whole nother level. You talk about kissing the white man's boot. This woman is the ultimate bootlicker. And I'm not saying that flippantly. I've been following her content for a couple years. She is a boot licker. And she has the audacity to ask the president of Colombia, can you talk to Trump and get my son out of jail? Yep, she gonna have to wait till 2028. Like the rest of them. I'm trying to figure out, what is your son doing walking down the road in New Orleans at 3 o'clock in the morning? What in the centers is going on? What in the centers is going on that you walking down the road at 3 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden you see headlights, it's ICE. They give you 3 minutes to call your mama. After that, you ain't gonna be seen again. Yep, she brought negative attention to herself. There are whites in America that are like, you can't do that, only white folks can. Absolutely correct. Me and Andrea have that conversation all the time. I say, you could be as white as you want to be here in Colombia. The Mestizos that are like Andrea, half European, half indigenous. I say, y'all want to call yourself white in Colombia and look at the Afro-Colombians like they're Afro. If y'all like it, I love it. Me and Andrea had this conversation all the time. I said, but as soon as y'all leave Colombia, don't y'all think that the rest of the world see y'all as white. You are not white. None of your family white. And I know none of her friends white because they all black people. So, but I had that conversation a lot with Andrea. I never want my wife to walk out to this world naive into thinking that what they call white in Colombia, the Sofia Vergara's, the Shakiras, the Karol G's, are real world white. I say, no, and as long as you're in South America, you can call yourself white all you want. But as soon as you crack that threshold and we going into the rest of the world, I am not walking with a white woman. I am walking with a Latina, a brown woman. And so I had that conversation with my wife to let her know, hey, in the real world, we all got to be careful. My brother says this. He said most of them that come here with that white master, bootlicking complex. Absolutely correct. Will says this. That's so true. Will says mostly whites passed the Juneteenth holiday. Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. Yep. And she's half Middle Eastern, like Lebanese. Absolutely correct. Has half Arab. Let's continue on with the video.
And by the way, Colombia Supreme Court charged her with bribery in 2024.
What? I didn't know that.
Because she took gifts, got promised government contracts, voted for a specific mayor candidate in exchange. Then she got suspended from office in 2025 for a conflict of interest. The only thing here is that poor kid, right? He had papers, he had permit, he had a court date, and now he's sitting in the cell in Louisiana. He did everything right, but the mom, she has bribery charges, suspended from office. She's the criminal that, if she was here, she needed to be taken out.
That's the mama. That's the mama. See how she dancing like she Trump? See how she doing the Trump dance? Let's bring it back. Let's see her do the Trump dance.
He did everything right, but the mom, she has bribery charges, suspended from office. She's the criminal that, if she was here, she needed to be taken out.
There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your... Mi hijo no es un indocumentado. Mi hijo es otro latino más que...
Oh, now she want to shed them tears now. Oh, ain't no fun when they remind you that you ain't white. See, that's the beauty about being black. I'm going to say that again. That's the beauty about being black. You can pretend all you want, but you know you ain't white. But too many Latins really think they can be white passing. Now she want to shed them tears. Apology not accepted. Take them to the broken hearts you collected. I'm singing the old school. Lisa. Apology not accepted. Take them to the broken hearts you collected. Right, Kev. Right. Shout out to Shakira.
Está sufriendo en carne propia lo que miles de latinos hoy están sufriendo en Estados Unidos.
Latinos for Trump just don't get it. They don't want you either. Just for context, this is Ángela Vergara, a Colombian congresswoman who is also an avid Trump supporter whose son was recently detained by ICE and has been chained up for 20 days apparently. We've tried telling these people countless times. And the thing about Latinos for Trump is that they genuinely believe that they are exempt from all of this. They openly support ICE. They openly support what's going on until it happens to them. And seeing videos like these where Latinos for Trump FAFO genuinely make my day. I have zero sympathy.
I was thinking the same thing, Dave. I was thinking the same thing, Davis. The same thing about that song. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, all them people got locked up. All of them. Husbands, wives, mothers, all of them that voted for Trump got locked up. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Sympathy for these people, and I genuinely hope that this happens to every Latino for Trump. Unfortunately, it is their innocent family members who will be paying the price, but oh well, you get what you vote for. Y como decimos en México, para ser pen, no se estudia. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys think.
When you see those stories of guys getting drugged in Colombia, Brazil, do you feel bad for that guy?
I don't, honestly. They were trying to benefit from a system that would obviously make them a victim. And they were okay with making women in like less favorable positions victims, but are we supposed to feel pity for them because they are victims themselves?
They go to Brazil and they don't think of Brazilian women as people, and they go there and then they go and they get beaten up because they all think all of them love them. All girls in the world, they love you because you're white motherfucker that has loads of money.
I have to agree with them. I know some of you guys might say, man, forget them. Shout out to Black Nubian in the building, Canadian boys.
I told this guy where I was from.
Shout out to the Canadian brother.
Canada.
I have to agree with them in this sense. The young lady said that many guys go to Brazil, when I would put in and or Colombia, and in the future, Venezuela. And here's the problem. You go there and you don't treat the women like they're human, but yet you expect them to treat you like you're human. They're right. You go there and treat them like they're things, but then you get upset when they treat you like a thing. You go there and treat them like they're disposable, but when they drug you and rob you and treat you like you're disposable, you get upset. I don't get it. You walk in the underworld until the underworld walks all over you. I don't say how y'all guys, I mean this. I understand nobody wants to get drugged or robbed. That's not fair. That was not your plan, not your goal. But at this stage of the game, after it's happened to so many individuals, males and females, locals and foreigners, I don't get why y'all still walk in the underworld. I'm gonna tell you something, and I mean this, and I've said this before. If I was single, and if I was doing pay for play, I would not just, I'll be doing call girls. I will be doing the women that it costs a pretty penny to get access to. I'm talking about the Colombiana or the Brazilian chick that looks like she stepped off somebody's yacht. I'm not talking about these broke chicks that y'all be getting around here. No. Because to me, I would rather pay a few extra dollars for safety and skill, because a lot of the call girls that make that extra true money, you know, they got skills on a whole nother level, than to sit back and be cheap about pay for play. And I mean it. Be cheap about pay for play and get a girl walking down the street in Parque Yeris or from a bar or from a clock tower. If I was in the pay for play world, I mean this, I would find out where the rich men's brothels are in Colombia. Where I know all these rich men in Colombia are not faithful. What brothels are they going to? Because you know their brothel is safe. I wouldn't be going to the brothel where the regular tourist guys be going. I would rather spend that few extra dollars for peace and safety than to sit back and be getting chicks that are from the underworld that I treat like they're subhuman, but then I get mad when they treat me like I'm subhuman. It's tit for tat, guys. We say this in Detroit all the time. I know you guys say it too. Fair exchange ain't no robbery, baby. My baby, fair exchange ain't no robbery. right? You treat somebody like a rental car, you can't get mad if they treat you like a rental car. You treat somebody subhuman, you can't fuss and cuss if they do something to you as if you subhuman. You treat somebody like they disposable. Don't fuss when they treat you like you disposable. That's fair exchange. Ain't no robbery, baby. My baby, hear me out. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. That's Eastside Detroit right there. Bruh, if I went out there as a husband in them streets, I'm hanging out with beautiful bottom feeders. I don't want to get caught. So what do? I get in, I get out, right? Get a couple chicks, smash a couple chicks, I'm getting out. I'm treating them like they disposable. I just need them for a second, get rid of them. But I can't get mad if these bottom feeders drug me and treat me like I'm disposable. I will get mad, that's being human. But in the grand scheme of things, it was fair exchange. I treated them like they were nothing. They treated me like I was nothing. I treated them like they were disposable. They treated me like I was disposable. I'm a Libra, put it on the scale. It's even. It's even. Well, I never drugged anybody. I didn't say how they treated you like a rental car. I didn't say how you treated them like a rental car. I said y'all both treat each other like rental cars. I didn't say how she treated you like you were disposable. I didn't say how you treated her, what you did to treat them, those ladies, like they're disposable. I'm just putting it on the scale and say both of y'all treat each other like you disposable when you're walking in that world. And I mean in every country. Don't think I'm just talking about Colombia. If a woman in Thailand scams you, if you knew she was pay for play or a bar girl when you met her, you in Thailand, you meet this bar girl, you fall in love, you know she pay for play. You treating her like a rental car because you're gonna be leaving in about a month or two and coming back. Dude, don't be mad if she scammed you and tricked you and coerced you out of a good 30,000. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. If you want to sit up there and be a scammer, scamming her out of some coochie and act like she is just a rental, disposable, don't be mad if that Thailand chick, she treats you like you're a rental and you disposable. That's the part for Andre personally. I don't get it. Y'all gotta explain that to me. I'm asking. Y'all gotta explain to me how y'all gonna fuss when the women are literally imitating your behavior. They're not doing anything different than what you're doing. They're just going about it differently by drugging you. You treat them like trash that could be thrown away. Let's be real. They treat you like trash that could be thrown away. Let's be real. Right? Don't be telling me y'all treat every pay-for-play chick like she's golden. You know she's going to be a school teacher someday. She's saving up her money to buy a house. She's using this pay-for-play money to pay off the cancer debt for her grandmother. No, bruh. No, it's fair exchange. My baby, fair exchange is no robbery. I know y'all like to fuss and cuss and be mad because I could have died. She drugged me. I was knocked out for 19 hours. She got all my crypto. She treated you like a rental car. She rode you until the wheels fell off. In the words of Eazy-E, she threw you in the gutter and go buy another. She threw you in the gutter and she went and got another. And you did the same thing with her. Well, I didn't drug her, but you used her. You used her. Oh man, it ain't the same. Of course it's not the same. You're the one that got drugged. What I'm telling you, dude, they are actually reflecting your behavior, bruh. That's why I say if I, Andre, was truly part of the pay for play world, I will be with call girls. Women that they don't go out to bars, they don't do none of that. These are professional women. They even have websites. These are the women that when senators come to town in Colombia, these are the women that are on their arms. The type of chicks that Kevin Samuels said that he used to pay for when he would go out to evening dinners with his company and he didn't have a date, he would reach for pay for play. Hell no. Kevin Samuels, he said, I used to kick out a few $1,000s for really nice professional networking, but yet sexual call girls. That's where I would be. Or I'm at the brothels and I would do my homework to find out where do the Colombian men that got a nice bit of change, what brothels do they go to? But I'm not about to sit up here and put my life in jeopardy knowing that if I treat women like rental cars, they can treat me like rental cars, and fair exchange ain't no robbery. And y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like it. He said, AMSM said, Andre, I'm different. He said, I don't treat whores. He said, I deal with like trash. Even though it is what it is, I still treat them like humans. And that's just me though. But here's the kicker. AMSM, she may have had, let's say she had 5 clients that day. You might be the only client that got some sense in his head, bruh. That's just globally. You might be the only 1 or 2 of the clients of that day that she had that day that act like he had some sense in his head. The rest of them were like, I want to stick it in this, I want to stick it in that, I want to put it in here, put it in there, I want to bust on this and bust on that, and they left. They just treated her like, hey, a fleshlight. I don't care what she got to say, I don't care what she's thinking, I just want to bust on her, bust in her, bust around her, bust through her, and I'm good. So you might be one of the few dudes that she came across that day or that week that act like he got some sense. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. And I'll tell you, so I heard a story today before we go back to the video. And I think somebody sent a super chat too. The player. Okay. I'm going to hit the Cash App in a second, guys, as well. Give you guys a shout out and the PayPal. Brother said this, one of the best statements I ever heard. And you could take this for pay for play when it comes to their mindset. And when it comes to a lot of the guys that travels mindsets too. Now we're talking about the balance. A guy said, my dad, it was a brother. He said, my dad told me dealing with women in sex is like duct tape. The first person you have sex with, you stick to like glue. He said, then if you even take that duct tape off, it still can stick to the next. Still adhesive, still strong. But if you peel that duct tape off again and over with different people, that duct tape don't stick like it used to. It has no connection anymore. It looks like duct tape on one side, it looks like duct tape on the other side. But after so long, it doesn't stick. And that's how a lot of us men are when it comes to us traveling, being with so many of these women, we don't connect with anybody. And the women's duct tape doesn't connect with anybody either because they got so many dudes that they've been trying to stick to over the years that they have no connection. They're heartless. They'll smile, they'll giggle, but they don't stick to anybody anymore. And he was right. He was right. We humans weren't built to be the duct tape for everybody. And yet we go out here and we do it. But then it's hard for us to connect to people. And so it is with the pay for play women. So it is with the pay for play. Yeah, I'm about to go right now. I'm about to go to the super chats now, brother. My brother says this. He said, off topic, Dre, off topic. He said, I remember you said pretty women have health problems. Yes. Health or mental issues. He said, I had a young tender over who had epilepsy, epilepsy. Wow. Poor baby. He said, she had a seizure on me while we were sleeping. That was my first time dealing with, yeah, bruh. I've had some of the most beautiful women with different ailments. Like my ex-wife, she was like, I think I mentioned this to you guys. She was mega clumsy. I mean, super. My ex-wife will walk into a wall like you didn't see that whole wall. She would trip over things. She was one of those women that you knew when she got older. Yeah, you need somebody to watch out for her. Beautiful, very feminine, very, very soft-spoken woman. Kind of like Andrea, come to think of it. Doesn't raise her voice. I know women that got issues, cyst issues in the uterus to where they've had to have surgeries. I've been around several women that had cyst issues. Women that had issues with their foot or issues with whatever it may be. Or just mental issues where they say, you know, I'm going to therapy for this, da, da, da. It is rare that I met a very attractive woman that did not have an issue. It's very rare I meet them. And you know, shout out to you for the, you know, being there while she was going through the seizure and understanding that could happen. You know, I think the reason why, whether they wear glasses, another thing about very attractive women, I could easily say 70% of the attractive women that I've met are blind as a bat. I don't know what it is about beauty that makes women can't see. Dude, you swear, oh, she's sexy, this and that. Soon as she get in that car, she put them nerd glasses on. Or as soon as she gets home, she put her hair in a bun and she put them nerd glasses on just to watch television in her house. I kid you not, the hottest chicks you know can't see nothing. I can't think of any hot chicks I know that can see. That can see. All the hot chicks are blind as can be, bruh. Blind as can be. That's a good point. Will says this. He say, just so that you guys know, many Colombian women and men get drugged. That's a good point. Get drugged in Colombia. So it's not just us. Yep. It didn't just start with foreigners. You guys are just easier. That's true. Because you're coming into the country and then you're leaving the country. That's a good point. And player mix in the building. Once again, he says this. He said, I have no sympathy for cheap tricks. Good point. Stop traveling out of the country with $40 in your pocket, trying to date the best of the best. Excellent point. If you know better, you'll do better. Life is worth more than $40. Way more than just $40. He is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Life is worth more than $40. And we have to treat it as such. We really do. And shout out to you guys over on the Cash App. Appreciate you guys. Blade Runner with the $5 run. And shout to Gary being in what? Indiana. My dude. Shout to Gary being in the building and crept up in here. My fellow Hoosier, actually fellow Boilermaker over there by the off of I-65 between Indianapolis and Gary. Shout out to the Lafayette side of Indiana. That's like the western side of Indiana. So you got the middle and the eastern side. That's the Indiana Hoosiers. But then you got the Purdue Boilermakers. And then up north, you got Notre Dame. So shout out to my brother Gary, those Boilermakers. Yes, sir. Glad to see you here, brother. Glad to see you here. And shout out to Will, who's always showing love for the channel as well. Over on PayPal. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go back to the video. So, yeah, I have to agree with these ladies in regards to what their points are.
They they go to Brazil and they don't think of Brazilian women as people, and they go there and then they go and they get beaten up because they all think all of them love them. All girls in the world, they love you because you're white motherfucker that has loads of money.
The seductive methods and scopolamine were primary tools used by the notorious Las Mamachitas, a trio of women who targeted both domestic and international tourists in Medellin. These women not only operated in high-traffic entertainment areas but also leveraged dating apps to arrange meetings. After enticing their victims to hotels or vacation rentals, they administered drugs and proceeded to rob valuables including jewelry, electronics, and significant amounts of cash.
His modus operandi was to earn the trust of foreign men, arrange meetings in exclusive areas of the city, and subsequently take them to their places of accommodation. Once there on the spot, they were supplied with toxic substances to leave them in a state of helplessness.
The Mamachitas were captured from Itagüí and the Moscow and Aranjuez neighborhoods of Medellin after more than 5 hours of analysis of videos and other elements. One of the victims, a tourist from Cartagena who they met through a dating application and agreed to meet in an apartment in Laureles in September 2023.
Of these women to gain trust. The unsuspecting tourist was drugged with a potent chemical to render him unconscious, enabling the women to carry out a theft amounting to over 40,000 pesos in cash.
The Mamacitas already had convictions for theft and other crimes. They would even have participated in more than 12 cases of robberies with scopolamine. All 3 women were sent to jail.
The truth is that I feel very ashamed. And I feel very sorry for you, and I apologize 1,000 times. Because of the situation, it's quite hard to say more on the topic.
Seriously, right? I mean, I'm left utterly without words as I try to process this.
That's when she was arrested earlier.
What overwhelming sadness I witness in this situation. It's truly heartbreaking.
She is free. Within 24 hours, now she's back on the streets.
With the deployment of our judicial police, the successful apprehension of a woman known as Natalia was accomplished. On December 19, 2022, She, together with 2 associates, inflicted harm and caused the brutal death of a citizen identified by an alias. Detailed investigations confirmed her involvement in this heinous act. Pepas and alias Fran, both of whom were involved, have already been apprehended thanks to the exceptional efforts of our SIGIN team. On that day, alias Natalia was also taken into custody and will now face the appropriate judicial process. Her handling of the firearm during the incident, as verified during the investigation, directly linked her to the fatality of the victim. The one who passed the firearm to one of them, since he resisted the moment they were robbing him.
A woman named Lapriti, who used a dating app to scam men, has been apprehended.
Complaints or contribute to this process. The beginning. But what will he be about?
Now, this young lady here is being deported. She tried to come to the country, I believe, with some type of substance, but they're not letting her in. No, what it was that here's what it was. She lied. She lied on what she was going to be doing in Colombia. And they were like, oh, hell no, you got to go. No, it wasn't. She was a Colombian that was going to Chile, and she lied. And so they're sending her back to Colombia. That's what this is.
Finally, the officers will have to make a decision despite the fact that they did not find anything suspicious in the search of his luggage.
Why don't you speak the truth from the beginning?
One thing is certainly incorrect. That.
Listen to me.
One thing is the address, and another is the person you come to visit. Because first you tell me you indicated that your boyfriend was Geraldo. It seems to me that now he tells me it's David. What's the reason? What's the reason? What the...
Did you mean to clarify? Manuela, I inform you that once everything has been carried out, including the inspection of your luggage and the police interview, to find out the reasons for your true reasons for travel, on this occasion you will be prohibited from entering our country. He lied. He lied 12 times? Listen to me. I'm explaining.
He said she lied 12 times. 12 times she lied.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm explaining to you that you already lied to the controllers when you arrived at the booth. You already lied to us later by hiding it, or omitting the names of the people you came to visit. In addition, the person you come to visit has a negative record already in accordance with our...
Okay. Do you guys know the reason why put in the comment section if you know the reason why Colombians try to sneak into Chile? Why do Colombians try to sneak, and many of them have, into Chile? Yeah, why is she crying? That's for real. And that is one of the reasons. One of the reasons. Nope, that's not it. Shout out to my boy in the building. Appreciate you being here, Mario. Yeah, she coming with the fake tears. Well, the reason why, and I know a few Colombians that are down in Chile. Chile is the only country in South America. That's a reason too. Money. Chile is the only country in South America that can go to to the United States without a visa. So what a lot of Colombians do, they go to Chile because they know if they're there for at least 2 to 3 years, they're able to get a citizenship and a passport to be able to go to the United States legally. It's the only country that they're able to do that. They don't have to have a visa or anything. That's another reason why so many Colombians are in Spain. The number one immigrants in Spain are Colombians. That's the highest group of immigrants, not the African brothers and sisters. You would think it was the African brothers and sisters, but Colombians are the highest concentrated immigrant group in Spain because of their Spanish connection. They're able to go to Spain and get citizenship in 2 years. Spain does not need a visa, or Spaniards don't need a visa to go to the United States. So I personally know a few Colombianos and Colombianas that are either in Chile or in Spain because they know in a couple of years they're eligible for citizenship. And with citizenship comes along passport. And with that passport, they're going to go directly to the United States. Yep. And that's why she was crying. Because her dreams of being in Chile for about a good 2 years, getting that passport and that citizenship and going to the States, that's crushed. That's crushed. Now, it could be sex work. And of course, there's always money involved. There's always money involved. He said, that's what I'm thinking of doing. He said, get a Chilean citizenship and dump my US one. It's too expensive to have. And the more money you make, that could be a good reason. Esco, good point. That's a good point. Shout out to Elham being in the building, as well as my brother Ellis representing. He said, facts, all my Colombian friends have a family member living in Spain. We do too, bro. Plenty of them. Plenty of them. We've been there to even visit family. So, yes. Let's continue on. So that's why she's crying, because she can't stay in Chile.
Our regulations. Enforce that alone, having lied to the police, to the control authorities of our country, is sufficient reason to be able to re-embark her to her country of origin. So this time she will not be allowed to enter our country. Your experience, and we are going to go to the area calmly, 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 calmly. Yes, you can call outside.
Yeah, all her dreams shattered. That's why she's crying like that. All her little dreams are shattered.
The immigration law explicitly mandates honesty during PD officer interviews.
These two young women, aged 20 and 23, would have seduced the two American citizens in the town. The women accompanied the foreigners to an apartment in Provence, where they supplied them with a chemical substance in measures that left them defenseless. After 4 hours, they tried to flee with the loot of the robbery, but were stopped by the security guard, who alerted the police.
Okay, shout out to the security guard. These women went with a couple, based on what he says, a couple of dudes, and drugged the dudes and tried to make a getaway. And the security guard stopped them and called the police. So that's good. Shout out to the security guard. Yeah, Canada does have an easier visa, less restrictions. That is true. I did know.
SE.
He discovered in their possession not just 2 laptops, but also 5 mobile devices, indicating a larger scale of activity. Additionally, a total of 30 items, including debit and credit cards, as well as precious jewelry owned by the victims, were found.
The patrolmen not only recovered Hurtado, but also found the foreigners, aged 51 and 53, who they found unconscious due to the drugs. The two young women will have to answer for aggravated theft, but also for attempted murder.
Wow. Wow. So drugging somebody is considered attempted murder. Woo.
The Queen of the Coppola mines fell in Leras Park. We managed to capture the Queen of the Coppola mines in...
That's a harsh title to have, the Queen of Scopolamine. Let's hear why.
Leras Park and in the center town, who would be responsible for at least 8 cases of theft in the crimes.
And she scoped and drugged at least 8 people. Yeah, she the queen. She the queen. Okay.
Captured woman used chemical substances to leave her victims in a state of non-detention, which prevented them from remembering the events. Among the most notable cases are 2 thefts that occurred precisely in Leras Park. Boasting a stolen amount exceeding 200,000 pesos, her victims included American and Italian nationals. Utilizing her physical allure, she drew unsuspecting foreigners to rentals and hotels, orchestrating crimes with precision. Platforms reporting crime trends have highlighted her elaborate schemes as cautionary tales.
Esteemed Mr. President Nicholas, I am stopping by to leave this sum of money as a gesture of remorse for the statements I shared earlier today. Please understand that my intentions were never malicious, nor do I hold any sympathy for foreign powers, particularly those associated with the bombing of our nation. With the deepest sincerity, I implore your forgiveness as I regret my actions wholeheartedly. I wish to clarify that I am neither a terrorist nor an individual aligned with external forces, nor am I originally from Venezuela.
I regret that you really forgive me.
Look what terrible news. A transgender woman originally from Colombia abused a 14-year-old minor in a public bathroom in New York. A man who in this case transformed into a woman. Her name is Nicole Suarez, 30 years.
This was a man that transformed into a woman in the States, from a Colombian man to a Colombian woman. Okay.
Years old. According to the police report, Nicole followed the minor to the public restroom in Thomas Jefferson Park in Manhattan and abused him by forcibly. The young man came out of
This dude transformed into a Colombian woman while in the States and took advantage of a young man while in the... I'm done. Yeah, this is a Colombian and definitely need to be locked up.
Of the bathroom, staggering and unable to walk well. Witnesses called the authorities when they saw him in those conditions. The next day, they were able to arrest Nicole nearby. They confirmed that she was also wanted in New Jersey and Massachusetts since they had an arrest warrant against her. Today, he is already in the hands of the authorities with a bail of $100,000. Let me know what you think about this news.
I don't know why, but the Paisas tend to have very pretty faces. And do you see them skinny here? Very beautiful, that is. In Medellin, I think Medellin has the most beautiful women in Colombia. And Colombia in the world has the most beautiful women. That happens a lot. And here there are many sensual women and many models. Medellin is like Hollywood.
Very pretty from Latin America. Here there are a lot of operated women. I am natural. I shoot on the natural side. I am Paisa style Paisa, but I shoot on the natural mushroom side. But here there are a lot of women.
So she must be either she must be a scorn star or OF.
Women, very voluptuous, a lot of pretty women. See you here. He goes out to a place and you have your pretty girlfriend. I consider myself pretty well, but I go out and I have my girlfriend. I say it seems there are many temptations here because here everywhere that you hit there are sensual women, super beautiful, with big bodies. You can come and fit asses and you are turn around and that for all my sides. Here it gives you wrinkles or wants to look at buttocks in Medellin, in Barranquilla, and the coast there are beautiful women, a little more natural.
The coastal ones are not legs, but the country ones are prettier. The country ones are prettier. The coast ones are legs, and the Bogota ones are like Achilapadites and rather not.
It means Achilapadites is not a term.
Sorry, I'm not saying as rather small, as chubby, as they are not as modeled as here. Then the USB, I'm telling you, well, you go here to a neighborhood, let's say stratum 2-3, and you're already crazy looking. these beautiful because they are born pretty here. That's why here in Medellin there is also so much tourism. Let's say that sometimes you know that in Medellin and Cartagena it is where all foreigners want to come because there is a lot of quality in that. Then what, there is everything. There are good women, there is everything that, but if pretty part of what you want, bald lady one, you are here, a lady is Ave Maria, about 40 women that you say, hey, Ave Maria de, right? That is here in Medellin. You don't come to feed the eye, you go to the town, stop everywhere. That is feeding the eye, because what happens is that you are looking for a woman, he says.
I'm not researching extensively now.
So if not, and if in terms of the interior of the country here, they are more carried away in the way they dress, is there more fashion style? Lives care a lot about nails, that faces can be fixed, that treatments, that everything here, and people care a lot about that. On the other hand, suddenly in the interior of the country, in other parts, they are more relaxed. There's a lot of competition from women here, so women tend to be more competitive and more very, very concerned about how they look, about organizing, about everything here pays a lot.
And the last one then, according to what you tell me in your opinion, in Medellin, this is the most beautiful girl in the world.
At a world level, well, I don't know. I've always seen that what they say, like Latinas are more beautiful, right? And when they talk about Latinas, they talk about Colombians and Venezuelans they mention many. Then yes, in Colombia, the most beautiful ones are in Antioquia and Medellin. So here it is in this fruit, here it is in many, many things. The beautiful one to see, that is, and it will tell you one thing that happens. Let you see, for example, the men who are born in Medellin are very privileged because here there are 2 or 3 women for each man. So that gives a lot of possibility that you can have a beautiful and good woman easier than in other places in the world. Really, really, they do have more possibilities, of getting more beautiful women. And
now, the last one, when you talk like that, do you sometimes exaggerate a little more, or do you really talk like that all day?
I talk like that. You make me exaggerate, don't you? I'm speaking normally, but
There are people who talk a little more, like socially.
So, oh, how are you? What else? Hello, baby. What are you telling me? I'm not here, love, exempt from talking. What do you tell me about you? No, oh no, it's just that I want tata. Let's go for a walk, love. Oh, thank you very much. They're like, that was it. Look, I speak Paisa, but I speak normally. Well, I speak normally with my lexicon. In fact, my voice is like strong and I speak well Paisa. I speak well Paisa because I was born in the town. And well, you do understand me. I have an inculcated accent, but it's normal. Well, it doesn't leave me doing those stupid things and those, oh, well, it's like, 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 well, that's 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 like, 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 my voice is like, I speak normally, my voice is like, I speak normally, like my voice is like, I speak normally, my voice is like, I speak normally, I speak normally, well, my voice is like strong and I speak normally, well, I speak normally, well, I speak normally, well, I speak Paisa, well, I speak.
Sure. Great. She has been very, very didactic in what she has told us. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Was it worth losing the 9 wins with you? Then thank you.
How nervous I have to come back here again.
Is everything fine?
Well, so that I can get my wife, who here told me that you are going to change Manuela, which I don't know what. As we are?
Manuela is my great friend. I couldn't leave her, that's all.
Nothing says welcome to America quite like flying all the way from Colombia just to steal shoes from a guest store. Turns out the only souvenir she was taking home was a Florida criminal record.
So she landed in Florida. And she got caught stealing shoes from a guest store. Yeah, she straight glitched. Shout out to Kevin Crawford in the building. Where I didn't understand what she was saying either, right? I was the same way, Ellis. You flew all the way to Colombia just to get
Come on, me. Yeah, 48 headquarters, Army Tango Hotel Foxtrot.
Okay, hold on. I'll do everybody say stand up. Levántate. Turn around.
Hey, yeah, sorry.
Turn around, please. Let me at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, we're about the underneath.
So
what are the shoes?
This one I was watching her, it's gonna be a couple shoes, so.
Oh, the shoes are on this
Okay,
right?
Sí, yo cogí un par de zapatos.
ID?
No, no tengo documento acá.
Licencia?
La licencia de conducción es
On June 29th, 2023, officers responded to a shoplifting call at a guest store inside an outlet mall in Orlando, Florida. A tourist visiting from Colombia was seen slipping 3 pairs of shoes into her shopping bag. Loss prevention stopped her before she could leave the building.
Well, she really thought she was at the house. She thought she was back in Cartagena.
Is this yours?
Yes, I have my receipt inside.
Okay.
Yes, I have. Sí, yo tomé un par de
You
zapatos.
took this from your store?
No, it's not new. I'm buying the receipt is inside.
Oscar 372, Oscar 371.
I need your license.
Yes, pero I need to go this.
No, it stays on. This is alleged crime.
I know, pero yo no soy peligrosa.
I'm sorry. This is the way I conduct business with everybody. So,
it's gonna be the concealment right here. It's gonna be for the white shoes that she has. The black shoes she concealed in the spot, but
okay. What are the shoes?
It's the white shoes that she has in there.
Okay. I mean, she's got it right
She in
there.
her hand. So she's gonna turn her back, and then she's gonna put it in the bag right there.
Flew all the way to Orlando just to steal some dang shoes. He say nobody wants to tell her the guest store ain't I know, right? She going to jail for some Guess shoes, bruh. Guess? Girl, you could have bought those off of Craigslist. Yep, Polk County. Orlando's Polk County. Yes, sir. He say it's worse she's stealing in Polk County. Shout out to Orlando. She all up in Kissimmee, up in Disney area.
She'll put it in the bag.
Are you from here?
Sorry?
Are you from here?
No.
¿Dónde eres?
De Colombia.
Vacation?
Yes, sir. Ay, por favor, yo no tuve, o sea, yo quería comprar un par de zapatos nomás, por favor, ayúdenme.
I don't know if you can understand me, but if they
Spanish now?
No, I got somebody coming for Spanish, but if you can understand me, it's up to them whether they want to press charges or not. But as far as I know, they want to press charges. This is not me. This is the business. You stole from a business, obviously. The bag, the shoes. I mean, I didn't steal. You stole. You know. So unfortunately, it's out of my hands. If they don't want to prosecute, then good. I'll let you go, and that's it. But I got here because they're prosecuting. So we have to figure out what route we're gonna take now. Okay.
I don't understand.
Oh, it's okay.
I am no bad person. I only come here, I check, I see. Yes, it's okay. Pero I am no bad person.
I'm not saying you're a bad person.
Yes, only check. You know the moments I see, I like it, I check it, I need buy this. Pero it's a.
Okay, what happened? I don't know what happened, but see if I move it forward a little bit. Let's see if I take it down and bring it back up. Give me a second. I'll bring it down and then I'll bring it back up.
Infamel colombiano.
So we have to figure out what route we're gonna take now. Okay?
I don't understand.
Oh, it's okay.
I am no bad person. I only come here, I check, I see. Yes, it's okay. Pero I am no bad person.
I'm not saying you're a bad person.
Yes, only check. You know the moments I see, I like it, I check it, I need buy this. Pero it's a.
I don't know why that's freezing right there. I don't know why the video ended there, but looks like that's where the video ended. Let me see if I still have that video on the side. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh shoot, this is like a good one though. Wait a minute. I know we had the Colombia woman, but hold up. Hold up. I got one I might have to replace this one with. We got a wild one. Hold on for a second. Let me do a screen share. Okay, let's get this one in order. This looks like this is a good one. Here we go. Got one. We got one. We got one.
Chaos broke out at Orlando International Airport on February 11, 2024, after a woman allegedly pushed a child, resulting in the child suffering a minor head injury.
Whoa.
The incident sparked a full-blown brawl with the child's mother during boarding. Police were called in after receiving the incident.
Battery one. All right. Battery one. Battery one. All right. No, you punched her.
Enough, dude. Back up.
Battery one. No. I'm 6 feet. We're good. Battery
I know.
one.
You're 6 feet.
I know. Battery one.
Okay.
Battery
What's
one.
it? Who is she?
I don't know. She punched her though and knocked her tooth out. So when we get back to St. Louis, she's going to meet me and the district attorney that I work for. So.
Okay. So
yeah.
She came back to my seat.
This is on the plane?
On my seat. She came. She
I'm
walked
right
back
here.
to
I
my
can hear
seat
you.
and punched me in the nose and took my tooth out. She's
Whoa, punched her in the nose and took her tooth out. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I don't know what it is with the airlines in the States, man. I don't know what's got y'all stressing out, but it is crazy. Will says this. Shout out to Will with the 20,000 Colombian pesos. He says she's making it bad for the good Colombianas or the good Colombians that come to the U.S. The sad part is that she don't know her power. A simp would have easily, yes, sir, a simp would have easily brought her what she wants. That is so true. So true. My brother said absolutely pressing charges. Let's continue on, gentlemen.
going to jail. Where do I press charges?
No, hon, I got it. We're going back to St. Louis. Not my dad works for the prosecuting attorney's office. It's not good for her.
So, were you guys coming in or going out?
I think we're partying.
It was a party.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't see
at what
happened,
point
so.
on the plane did this happen?
No, you need to talk to her. I just got here, so I don't know. All I know is she sent me a text that someone punched her.
Okay.
You came back to my seat. I'm glad you got that on video.
When did, where and when did this happen?
I was getting, okay. Her seat was in. Sure. First of all, here's my identification. So I was in row 12.
Is this flight? The flight is coming in?
No, I'm leaving.
You guys are leaving Orlando.
You have something to drink?
No. Okay, so you guys just boarded. So this is like literally now, like whatever, 20 minutes ago. Okay. So you never left the gate. So you never moved. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
Not to cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to.
I was seated in 12A. Somehow I missed him, lost him in the airport. So I come to the gate. I didn't have a boarding pass. I'm sorry. I'm like really dry. I'm like really thirsty because it was. Okay. So I get my boarding pass. It's 12A. They asked me, "Can you sit in the exit row?" I said, "Yeah, fine." So I go in. I don't know who all she was there with, but her child, maybe 10, was literally standing in the row on his phone. And I was like, hey, can you move? Like, literally, I couldn't walk by. So he moved. He moved, and I walked by. She came back, and she got, don't ever talk to my child again. And I said, this is my seat. Are you sitting here? Get out of my face. I told her, get out of my face. She started punching me.
Okay. Fair enough.
She said she tried to advise the 10-year-old to move because he couldn't walk sideways, but the child's mother turned around to confront her, after which she was punched.
And how would you like to proceed?
Oh, I press charges. Okay. Hell yes.
And which lady is
She's right.
So, ma'am, you have an ID on you?
Notice we're only hearing part of the story. Let's see what else.
Driver's license or anything? Just step to the side right here, please.
Is it just you and the baby here tonight?
No, I got my other 2 sons over there, my mom, and then 2 other kids.
All right.
Tell him what happened.
Yeah, so when we was boarding on the plane, I had the 2 car seats, so as I was getting the car seat strapped in, my oldest son was behind me. He can't sit down in his seat until I finished strapping in the car seat. When she got on, instead of waiting, she pushed him out the way and said, you need to get him out the way. And then she walks and goes to her seat. So after I finished strapping in the car seat, I went to her seat. I said, next time you address the parent, you don't address the child. You don't put your hands on anybody's child. She gets the screaming. Get out of my seat. Get out of my seat. She's pointing. I said, ma'am, all I'm telling you is don't touch my child and talk to me if you need me to get him out the way. So then she starts standing up as I backed up. And she's like, get out of my seat. Get out of my seat. And she's getting closer and closer. And then she just mushes in my face. When she mushes in my face, that's when I reacted and grabbed her by her hair. And then that's when she went to go bite me. So then that's when I just kept pulling. She grabbed me by my hair. And then that's when we just got to tussling in the seat from there.
However, the woman and child on this side had a completely different story. She said that the woman on the other side was actually the one who caused trouble first, and there were many witnesses for her.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're saying that she hit you first?
Yeah, she definitely hit me first. The flight attendant can attest to that. Everybody that was right there, because I backed up. It was even the person in front of us.
Any of you guys talk to the flight attendant?
I'm waiting for them to come up.
Gentlemen, right here.
Hello.
Hi.
So, can you tell me what happened?
So we were boarded. Let's start with that. So apparently the lady in 12A.
Just confirming we'll be going out to gate 9 as well as the 285.
You got the lady with the child here, and you got the lady with the tooth over there. Okay.
So she was shoving kids out of the way for her to go to her seat. That was when everything started.
Okay.
She was shoving the kids. She was they would start arguing because why are you touching my kid? Or you're pushing out of the way. From 0 to 100. And then I tried to defuse the whole fight, but they were pulling hairs and they were punching. And I got scratching my head, but I'm good now.
In the course of their issue, you got in the middle.
Yeah, because I don't want this to happen. Oh, I don't want this to happen, so.
So who, if you could, can you say who touched who first? Touched this lady first? Okay. And when I say touched, can you elaborate on that? The other lady grabbed her by the hair.
Okay. All right, so yeah, that's what's happening. So let's
So flight It's 85.
So it looks
Okay.
like the white
Flight's
girl,
boarding.
the brother's wife, is going
This
to
lady
jail.
behind us is trying to get through. The lady at the gate she's already on the plane. Kids are in the aisle, farting around, whatever. This lady comes through, and according to witness, kind of pushes her way through the kids, blah, 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 yelling at the kids, get out of the way, get out of the way, pushing her way through. After that, she's sitting down. Mom goes up to her and says, hey, I don't appreciate that. Next time you have a problem, just ask and I'll get the kids out of the way. At that point, the other lady, they start screaming back and forth. This lady behind us grabs the other lady's hair. The other lady says, oh no, we're not doing this, and goes to town. Ultimately, you can see the resulting damage. Huh? No, this is the primary.
Does she want to press charges?
Which one?
The
Mom wants to cross.
the victim.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Is she here or she fly out? They're supposed to fly out. We're going to St. Louis. Plane's delayed. One of the flight attendants who got involved. And she wrote a statement and everything. Is she all correct? Yes.
Everything, hold on yards.
Yeah, and we got a statement.
Me either.
So she's going to definitely freak out.
Oh, I'm sure.
We want to separate them two because she's going to fight us, and he's freaking out too. They're both drunk.
Neither have I, Kobe. I can't relate to this. I've been seeing these stories all the time, but I've never been able to see drama.
Oh yeah.
So at this point, we're good to go. So let's separate them.
Talk to him and let him know what's going on, and I'll pull him away, and then you guys can handle business.
All right.
Sure. Explain to you so I know what's going on. Sure. So obviously your wife got in some sort of altercation.
She got assaulted.
Okay. So
Let's make that known. Let's make that clear.
Oh, yeah,
she got assaulted.
Okay.
She's missing a tooth.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So your wife has been designated as the primary aggressor of this whole incident, and so that and the other party does want to press charges. Okay.
Although her husband explained clearly to the police, it did not make any sense at all, and the police thought that his wife was the main culprit in the incident.
So she's gonna be leaving with us.
Get this on video. Don't touch me. Get off my foot and sit down.
The woman was then subdued by the police.
Okay, don't pull me. Sit down. Don't push me. Oh, sit the down, you ugly bitch. Get off of me.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, and get off of me.
Okay.
You're getting off because you know what? You're under arrest right now.
You're twisting. We don't want. Ron, get this on video.
Ron. So that's the brother's name, huh? Ron, would you get this on video? Boy, I wish, man, bruh. Are these the type of women y'all marrying in the States? Brothers, it's times that tight. I know we're using our passports and we going to other countries and we got some decent women in other countries, right? So this the best white girl that you could find was this. Ron, talk to me, brother. You said you 6 feet. You know all the women love 6 feeters? Ron, this was the best white girl that you can get. Now she ain't even got no teeth in her mouth. Now she gonna have a fake tooth for the rest of her life. Ron, when your wife is giving you head, Ron, she gonna have to take the tooth out. She gonna have to take the tooth out, Ron, to give you that good. To give you the good, Ron, she gonna have to take her tooth out. She might swallow it by mistake, Ron. What, Ron? Your wife was the aggressor. She'd have pushed that little boy out of the way. Little man on this cell phone like any little young kid, man. Your wife just walking down the aisle, just pushing people out of the way. And then she gonna go full Karen, Ron. Why you ain't tell us you married a Karen? Out of all the white women in the United States, Ron, this is the best that you can get. Brothers, y'all disappoint me, black man. Black men in interracial relationships. Brothers in the States with the interracial relationships, y'all gonna have to take this L, bruh. Ron, you're gonna have to take this L for all the dudes in the States in interracial relationships. All the ones that like the white women. You like the white women. Ron, since you like the white women, you're gonna have to take this L, bruh.
He said they both had the same attitude. And the sister was calm, like, hey, listen. And that's rare. That's the part that got me. The sister with 2 kids, man, you know how sisters go off. The sister was one calm. He said they must live in Arnold, Missouri. Farm folk. Oh my goodness. Let's bring that beat back. Let's bring that beat back. Ron just was confident that his woman wasn't gonna get locked up. Let's get it now. Let's get it right. She was attacked. She's toothless now. I have a snag-a-tooth wife. Repeat after me. Ron just trying to coach the police officer. Repeat after me. My wife is snag-a-tooth. Your wife snag-a-tooth, dog? How you have a snag? Man, hey, Ron. The divorce proceedings need to begin now. Ain't no way you supposed to spend the next 30 years with a snag-a-tooth woman, Ron. Ron, you're a big boy. You stay in the gym. You look like you stay healthy, Ron. You telling me you're going to spend the rest of your life with this snag-a-tooth woman? Now you got to come back. You go fly to St. Louis. Hey, Ron, did you get on that plane by yourself? Like, F it. I'll come back for her. I'll come back for her. Whenever she got a court case, whenever she get a bond, I'll make sure she got the bond out. But I'm about to get on this plane. If I was Ron, I'd be on the plane. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now Ron got a snag-a-tooth. Right, Ron. Ron got him a snag-a-tooth wife, man. Grill just gone. I guess she just gonna have that walk around with that tooth like what happened to the tooth? When they handcuffed her, did they give it to Ron? Did they put it away for evidence? What happened to the tooth? She had it in her hand, remember? Did they take the tooth? Does she get the tooth after sentencing? When she's on probation, can she get the tooth back? She gonna be in jail just snag a tooth that she wanna be. Oh, they put it in a, hey, that's a good idea. They put it in her pocket. Grill gone. Right? It's gone. Oh, Ron did not think this through. I'm gonna say this. Ron did not think this marriage through. Ron was thinking when he married this woman, he like, listen, till death do us part, not tooth do us part. Now her teeth are divorced and separated. I'm just saying, we trying to understand Ron, Phoenix. We trying to understand Ron. What was Ron thinking? Ron was talking bold. Let's listen to Ron.
So she's gonna be living with us.
Get this on video. Don't touch me. I'll pay for it and sit down.
The woman was then subdued by the police.
Okay, don't pull me. Sit down. Don't push me.
So obviously your wife got in some sort of altercation.
She got assaulted.
Okay.
Let's make that clear. She got.
Ron said, no, let's make it clear. She was assaulted. She was assaulted. She was assaulted. Let's make this clear. For a second, I thought Ron, the way Ron had his fingers, I thought he was holding on to the tooth. I thought they gave the tooth to Ron for a second, the way he's holding his fingers together. I'm serious.
Assaulted.
Okay.
She's missing a tooth.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So your wife has been designated as the primary aggressor of this whole incident, and so that and the other party does want to press charges. Okay.
Although her husband explained clearly to the police, it did not make any sense at all, and the police thought that his wife was
looking crazy.
The main culprit in the incident.
Come on, man, Ron. Come on, Ron. You do, Ron. I'm trying to help you out as a black man. Black man to black man, Ron. Black man to black man. Look how crazy this woman looking. You telling me Ron is the best white woman you can find? This is the best white woman that y'all can find in the United States. Man, listen, y'all might as well go on back to the sisters, bruh. Dr. Umar was right. Is this the snow bunny? Is this the best that y'all can get? Is this the snow bunny that y'all been talking about that y'all want? Is this the best of the best snow bunnies? Y'all have earned Umar lashes. Ronnie Ron looking bad, man. Ron, you gonna have to take that L with your wife, man. Your wife looking like she's psycho. Right, she looked good 20 years old. The funny part, she looked old, but she, for white people, she might be 32. You know, my white brothers and sisters, y'all know y'all age overnight. As far as we know, Ron might be 40 and she 32. Oh, Ron, you let me down, brother. I like the white women too, but not like that, Ron. Come on, Ron. You got to get better than that. You got to do better than that, Ron. You can't be having the women looking bad, bruh.
So she's gonna be living with us.
Get this on video. Don't touch me. Get off my foot and sit down.
The woman was then subdued by the police.
Subdued.
Okay, don't pull me. Sit down. Don't push me. Oh, sit the down, you ugly bitch. Get off of me.
Man, you need to calm down.
Yeah, and get off of me.
Am I not getting off? Because you know what? You're under arrest right now.
You're twisting my. We don't want. Ron, get this on video. He's twisting my.
You have a case card?
He's twisting my wrist.
You have a case card?
I'm not resisting. That's a lie. I am not resisting. They are pulling on me. I'm not resisting. Get it. Get all of it. I am not resisting. You want to yell at me? I'm resisting. I'm not resisting. I am not resisting.
I told y'all I was gonna bring y'all a good one.
Let's go to the elevators. Yeah. Where's the elevator?
I am not resisting. Get off of me.
Lift your feet up.
You're putting my hand.
Lift your feet up.
You're putting my hand. Don't push me. Are you getting off on this? Don't push me. You're asshole. Don't touch me.
Ooh, they got her scared.
I can move my hand if I want. Don't tell me.
Oh shit, she about to walk through the whole airport with the loud mouth. They got her, Ron, come on, Ron. Let's bring this beat back, man. Let's bring this back here. Ron, come on, talk to me, man. They got you, Ron. They got your wife locked up like Hannibal Lecter. Ron, your woman is locked up like Hannibal Lecter, man. They got the Hannibal Lecter chair for your wife, bruh. Your wife acting like the Silence of the Lamb. The Silence of the Lamb, Ron. What? I'm trying to help my brethren. The only person that knows the truth is the tooth. Okay? If the tooth don't fit, you must have quit. If the tooth don't fit, anybody got lead attorney phone number? Call lead attorney. Call the lead. Call lead attorney real quick. If the tooth don't fit, must have quit. They got her rolling like Hannibal. She got a wheel. They got her in a Hannibal Lecter chair. And she is yelling at the top of her lungs through the airport. Could you imagine what Ryan got to deal with at the house? You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I bet you Ryan gonna get on that plane. It's gonna be quiet at the house for about a good 4 months. Ryan gonna be at the house with his feet kicked up, watching ESPN, watching the Pistons playoffs, Ryan gonna finally be able to spend a whole day with his side chick. She gone, baby. What happened to her? She got locked up in the airport. They rode her away in a Hannibal Lecter chair. Can somebody call Dennis Sperling? I got Dennis' number right here. Should I call Dennis? Because if the tooth don't fit, you must have quit. Where is Dennis Sperling when you need him? I'm just saying. Ron, come on, Ron. You gonna have to take an L on this one, Ron. She not even sexy, and she this loud. Men only tolerate women that's like this when they look good. She don't even look good. Come on, let's Ron, let's watch your wife roll away. Let's watch your wife roll away. We're gonna bring that beat back.
You're under arrest right now.
You're twisting my.
We don't want you
Ron,
to
get this
stop
on
resisting.
video. He's twisting my.
We have a case call here?
He's twisting my wrist.
We have a case call?
I'm not resisting. That's a lie. I am not resisting. They are pulling on me. I'm not resisting. Get all of it. I am not resisting. You want to yell at me? I'm resisting. I'm not resisting. I am not resisting.
Let's go to the elevators. Yeah. Where's the elevator?
I am not resisting. Get off of me.
Lift your feet up.
You're cutting my hand.
Lift your feet up.
You're cutting my hand. Don't push me. Are you getting off on this? Don't push me.
Side chick mode. Activate. Activate the side chick. He calling the side chick at the airport right now before they even pull off. Side chick gonna pick him up in St. Louis. When they land in St. Louis, the side chick gonna be at the airport. She gone, baby. Baby, she gone. She gone, baby. She gonna be gone for about a year. They gonna lock her up. Ron gonna be at the court date lying his ass. Ron gonna be in court talking about, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. All I saw was my wife's tooth on the floor, rolling between my legs. I don't see nothing. Did your wife hit her son? You know, I did see a cell phone fly through the air. I ain't gonna lie. Baby, I love you, but I ain't gonna lie. I did see a cell phone, and then I saw a cell phone flying. Could have been a little boy's. Then I saw my white tooth flying through the air. But I'm just saying, if the tooth don't fit, y'all must have quit. But I'm just saying, I ain't seen nothing but a cell phone flying through the air. So my wife could have slapped the cell phone out of the little boy's hand. It could have happened, you know, it could have. I didn't witness that. I saw a cell phone and a tooth hurling through the air. His wife's tooth just all hurling in the air in slow motion. I bet you ain't gonna mess with as much as she love black people. As she married a black man, as much as she loved black people and got her tooth smacked out by a black woman. That woman smacked her tooth for all the black women that don't like to see black men with white women. For all them brothers that like snow bunnies. I'ma slap the bunny off of this month. She slapped the snow off of that bunny. Tooth gone. Just tooth gone. The tooth got to go to jail for a crime that the tooth didn't even commit. Oh my God. Now, and she's on the no-fly list. So, hey, this is the best thing that ever happened to Ryan. Ryan, like, babe, you know, we got them cruise tickets. You can't fly no more. So what we supposed to do with the cruise? I'm gonna go ahead and go though. I'm gonna go on that cruise. I'm gonna tell you about it though. I'm gonna do Yeah, I'm gonna do video. So you know when I get off on each island, I'm gonna have a video camera for you, girl. You know I love you, girl. Stop acting like that. Stop yelling. Stop resisting. Stop resisting to me going on this cruise. Baby, stop resisting. I'm gonna go on this cruise. You go to the dentist's office. I'm going to this cruise. I'll be flying every damn. If I was around, I'd just be pretending like I'm flying somewhere. Where you going? On a flight to work. You want to go? Oh, you can't fly no more. I'll be flying everywhere. She talking about something. We're driving to go see my family in Atlanta. I'm not driving from St. Louis to Atlanta. No, man. I'm taking a flight. You can drive to Atlanta to see the family. I'll be off the plane in an hour and a half, letting the family know that you are driving down for the next 12 hours. Oh, Ron gonna be living the life. This bitch can't fly no more. Ron just gonna be taking round trip flights like we get on the bus. Ron just gonna be on the back of the flight like, where you headed to? I don't know. I'm just flying somewhere. Cause I can. Ron gonna have a side chicken. He gonna be like Ludacris. I got pros. I got pros in different area codes. Area codes. Pros. Pros. Ron flying he gonna have white girls in every city. Believe you me. He said white girls age like cursing. For real, seriously. Brother, be careful for real. She might just be 32 years old. That's the sad part. Ron is 41. His wife is 32, looking 71 years old. Goodness gracious. I'm just saying. Ron gonna have them in all area codes. Ron, do you got another woman? No. I just like to fly. You know how I am about flights, baby. You know I don't like to drive that often. Oh, man. Yeah, Ron found his peace. Ron gonna have a man cave in like 4 different states. Watch. A man cave in 4 different states. He gonna be part of all on the cruise ship hanging over the edge with that woman for real. He all on the cruise ships, just hanging over the edge, having a good time. Tell us about your wife, Ron. My man said, he said, Ron about to be visiting. I'm setting up an interview with Ron. Believe it. Believe it. Ryan gonna be down here doing Love Crossing Borders interviews for real. Why we BSing for real? Oh, let's get back to the video with Miss Lecter, Miss Hannibal Lecter, that is.
I can move my hand if I want. Don't tell me to stop. You wannabe. You're a cop wannabe. Get the fuck off me.
Put your feet up.
I can walk. I can walk. I can walk.
Put your feet up now.
You ain't nobody. Honey, you ain't gonna be able to do. Get off of me. Get off of me. Yeah, honey, you can't do it. Maybe this guy can do it.
Listen, you're going with us.
Okay, tell her
So you may as well
get
cooperate.
off of me. You're hurting my hand. You're hurting my hand.
Then walk.
Then get off. I will walk. Don't pull my hand. Walk.
Down the way. Where you going?
I'm walking.
You nuts?
Walk like that. No, this is right arm.
You're going to the ground in 2 seconds.
Watch out. Hey, why are you making it so hard?
They got her walking through there like she going into the El Salvador prison. Like she been found. They got that woman walking through as if she been found guilty of every crime. I told y'all, show your boy Dre some love. I told y'all I had a good one. I told y'all I had a good one coming up. She walking like they just brought her to the El Salvadorian prison. Goodness gracious. They got the head bobbed down and everything. Where is Ryan when you need his help?
I don't want to. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I'm so lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Ma'am, what are you trying to accomplish by behaving like that?
I don't know. You're trying to get your or something. I don't know. Because I am walking perfectly normal.
Well, you're not.
I am. You're lying. I am.
You're not accomplishing anything.
Neither are you. Not in life or anything. I know. It's hard.
I'm already old.
It's hard. So am I. I'm tired. Military.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Is she going to pat down before?
We ain't gonna let that go by. We ain't gonna. Hey, Will, Ronan, Theo, all you ex-military. She done put y'all on. Hey, these your people. These your people. She said, I'm retired ex-military. These your people. What's going on, military? Is this what y'all doing? Talk to me, T-Mac. Talk to me with Will. You done got real quiet when she said that she ex-military. Talk to me, all you military vets. She said she retired military. Is this what y'all produce? Is this the white women? Is this the white women y'all producing in the U.S. military? She said, I am retired military. I am a white woman, retired military. I understand it all now, girl. I understand it all. I don't see none of the dudes in the comments saying nothing. I don't hear no T-Mac, no Will, none of you. What about the hoo-ha? None of that hoorah dudes. Where the hoorah dudes? All the hoorah dudes, where y'all at? I ain't hearing none of that. Y'all done got real quiet, military. Real quiet, military. This your people. This y'all sister. Y'all done got real quiet. I just kind of know. I'm gonna bring that back, military. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at the messenger. Y'all just got real quiet.
I am. You're lying. I am.
You're not accomplishing anything.
Neither are you. Not in life or anything. I know. It's hard.
I'm already old.
It's hard. So am I. I'm tired. Military.
Oh, she done throw the military out. She didn't put the these your people. He said, I got nothing. Did you not see the white colonel? I'm just saying. These are she put the military out there. America's finest. America's finest.
Oh my God. Has she done a pat down before? I'm going to touch my leg because the girl pissed all over me. She's never done this before. She's never done this before. Clearly. You know, I got so much shit on my... Find it. She's never done this before.
Ma'am, why are you behaving like this? What do you think you're going to accomplish?
I said I wanted to sit over here, then you wanted me to go over there. I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. We have a job to do.
Dude, I work with the cops all day, every day. I know that.
But you acting like this isn't going to help anything.
I'm not acting like anything.
Well, you are.
You're want me to turn to you? Ooh, touch me. Yeah, baby.
See, right, that's what I'm talking about.
Because it's ridiculous that the victim is going through this. So I know
Yes,
she
so
needs
much.
training. Fill me up. Get into my... you want my... I said I worked in the jail for 22 years.
She tried to explain to the police, but her words were complete.
So she ex-military, worked in prisons, or excuse me, or jails for 22 years. Yeah, she wet now. Soaking wet. She like it rough. Poor Ron. Ron is over at in the airport, get ready to redirect his flight to Colombia. Ron redirecting flights. She ain't gonna know anyway. She is not gonna know. She gonna try to call Ron. She gonna try to call Ron. Ron gonna be calling her from international waters. She gonna call Ron. Ron gonna say, I was on a plane, baby. That's why I didn't call back. That's why I didn't answer your call. She gonna be calling Ron for 3 days for bail. Ron ain't gonna answer that phone. Ron is not gonna answer that phone. That's gonna say this lady calls the cops on folks for real. And got the nerve to say, I work with the cops. She's the neighborhood snitch. You better believe that one. You could tell from her behavior. You could tell from her behavior.
Meaningless to the police.
This doesn't bother me. Oh my God. Oh, ow, ow. My toe, I have neuropathy.
She might have to be rip hobbled if she acts like.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing and I'll do it. Okay, then get off of me and I'll sit down. You don't have to push me. I said I'll sit down. Don't push me.
Man, you're under arrest. You're going to do it.
Yeah, and I said I'll get up there. You don't.
They about to put her ass in. I ain't never seen this. I have, in all my years, I ain't never seen anybody arrested in the United States get put in the back of a flatbed truck. Oh, Ronald. What wicked wife we weave. What wicked wife we weave, Ronald. You've gone from being Ron to Ronald. Your wife has gone from being in the airport. She'd have lost a tooth in a back pocket. Now they about to stick her ass in the back of a flatbed truck where the dogs used to play. Oh, Ronald. What an evil web we weave when first we practice to deceive. He said, you in handcuffs trying to call. And she about to get on a flatbed. She gonna be looking up at the sky, wondering why. I bet you she ain't gonna even. Boy, you talk about somebody's gonna come out of this situation a racist. If this is not the making of a racist, this woman sat back, got on the plane, la-di-da, pushed the little kid out of the way. Mama smacked the tooth out of her. That's already bad enough. You already harmed the kid. Get the tooth smacked up out of you. You would think you would just go sit down somewhere, right? You would think you and your tooth would just contemplate until your man came and sat down. Because quite obviously, Ryan was somewhere else on the other side of the plane, right? Not only do you lose your dignity, your tooth, you got charge pressed against you, then you get the full Karen rage come out you. Ron, like, listen, this is the funny part. This is the first time, and I mean this is the first time I ever seen a scenario where you got a white woman, police officers, black people, and the calmest people in the scenario are the black people. Ron, calm as he want to be. The sister that smacked the tooth out of Miss Hannibal Lecter right here, she was calm. But this white woman, the white woman, goodness gracious. And now they about to put her on the back of a flatbed truck in some handcuffs. This is a long, you know what? This is one of them days, am I lying? This is one of them days where you like, you know what? As soon as I go to jail, I'm gonna just go on to sleep. I'm gonna go on to sleep, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna just wake up tomorrow. It's gonna be a new day. Thank you, Lord. It's gonna be a whole new day. I'm going ahead and take a sleep. I'm going to sleep, man. Soon as they lock me up, I'm gonna just go ahead, curl up on that bench, on that hard bench, and I'm going to sleep, man. I might call around for some bail tomorrow, man. This is one of them days that you just gotta sleep the rest of it away. I don't care if this happened and it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you make it to that holding cell by 4, just curl up and go on to sleep. I know the feeling. Take it from me. I've been in many holding cells and hard benches. I know the feelings of like, you know what? Let me just go on to sleep. I need to go and sleep the rest of this day away. It ain't gonna be good. I'm gonna start this day over tomorrow. I ain't calling nobody tonight. Y'all ain't got to come get me tonight. I don't want to see no books. I don't want to read nothing. No, I don't want no meal. I ain't thirsty. Don't bring me none of them trays. None of them hard, thick trays of food. I don't need. I'm good. I'm going to sleep on this bench. I'm going to sleep on this bench, man. You know how kids cry themselves to sleep. That's what this is right here. This is a perfect example of a woman that's gonna sleep good tonight. If you ever wondered on this day in the year of our Lord, did this woman have a good ass sleep that night? You know how kids just be acting a fool all day long, get their butt whooped, and just cry themselves to sleep. That's what this one here is, right here. Right here, that's what this one is right here. He said, Dre said, y'all can have my y'all, hey dog, y'all can have my zoom zooms, my wham whams, y'all can have my buglers. For all the dudes that buglers is a cigarette that you you ain't never been to jail. Okay, buglers is like zigzags. Okay, y'all too young for zigzags. Okay, zigzags is the paper that they roll up and put the cigarettes on it, and buglers, they roll it up like a piece of paper, and they smoke. It's a cigarette, you know, commissary for all cigarette smokers. Okay, older heads know what zigzags are. Okay, and people been in jail. If you know what buglers are, it ain't nothing but a zigzag in jail, right? Okay, it's just a rolling paper. Yeah, you just light the cigarette. Now you sitting up in there. I need to see a judge Monday. And don't let this be a weekend. You got to wait till Monday just to see a judge. Oh, don't let this be like a Friday afternoon, 3:15 Friday afternoon. You can't see the judge till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday? Oh, you talking about a long weekend. I remember those days. Goodness gracious. When I see other people get locked up, it just reminds me I've come a mighty, mighty long way. A mighty, mighty long way. Goodness gracious. I do not miss those days. Get locked up like 3:47 in the afternoon. You can't see the judge until like 1:12, 1:15 Monday afternoon. Judge has gone to lunch. They still ain't called your docket number. Oh, I don't miss those days. Thank you, Jesus. My man, man supporting man said, he said, we know you can't smoke weed too. I know, right? I know. Hey, El Patrol says this. He said, if Ron gets on a one-way flight to South America, I know. Shout out to Ron. He said he's eligible for the most improved player of the year. Yes, sir. Oh. Yeah, I'm sleeping all weekend. Fire Phoenix. I'm just be on that hard bench like this. No, I don't want my sandwich. Y'all can go and have my sandwich. I'm good. Keep my sandwich. I know dudes used to do that too. They used to be so depressed like the first couple of days. Nah, man, I don't want my sandwich, dog. Y'all keep my mayonnaise sandwich. I'm good, dog. I'm good. No, y'all, let me get the juice. Let me get the juice. I don't want none of that food. Hey, y'all want my tray, dog? Y'all want my tray? Or it be them dudes that be like this. They swear they getting out. When I go see the judge, I'm up out of here. Y'all can have my tray. Anybody want my tray? Anybody want my food? Oh, man, I'm out of here in a couple hours anyway, man. It'd be like 3 days later, they'd be in there. I guess I wasn't getting out. But that first couple days, they be swearing they got a bond. Oh man, they just picked me up on something petty, man. Y'all can have my tray of food. I'm about to here in a couple hours anyway. Soon as I see her get the bail, I'm up out of here. I already talked to my girl. She got the bond money right now for me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all, I don't need that food. Man, 3 days later, them dudes be still sitting in that jail holding a cell with the rest of us. This bread, old Wonder Bread. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I done seen that one a couple times. Dudes just be up in there bragging the first day. Good times, good times. Let's go back to the video.
You don't need to push me.
You don't need to act like that because you haven't.
We're just leaning you against
it. So please do it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, okay, get off. You don't need to push me.
You don't make the decisions, ma'am.
Now you need to sit up here.
It's enough. It's it.
Right.
There you go. No.
No, she's gonna be rip hobbled.
Get the rib hobble.
Yeah, that's it. Tie her up.
That's it.
Throw the ground.
Hey.
It must be embarrassing. It must be embarrassing. It must be embarrassing to be so weak. Is this on video, please? Sure is. Thank you. Because you guys don't know what you're doing, clearly.
They got her ass locked up like the rodeo. I was just making some jokes, some Hannibal Lecter jokes. I didn't think they was gonna lock her up like Hannibal Lecter for real. And she got the audacity to have on a thong. I don't think that's a thong though. Goodness gracious. I was just joking with the Hannibal Lecter.
Obviously, I don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
Now you're gonna stand up and walk.
Ron. Where is Ron when you need him? Where is Ron? Did you see this footage, Ron? I just was thinking she just went from carrying luggage in the airport to being luggage in the airport. like dang, she is being carried like the same luggage she was carrying. Damn. I didn't even know they could do that, bruh. I have never seen somebody hogtied for an arrest. And I done see some crazy mother locked up. This woman have gone from carrying luggage like she was OJ running through the airport to becoming luggage at the airport. This woman went from being human to furniture. Hey, I need to find out what Ron. We need to throw a few dollars to Ron GoFundMe. Because I know Ron's got his own GoFundMe to get me out of the country. Ron gonna be on the next flight out. You better believe it. Ron don't need Spirit. He gonna be flying American Airlines, Delta. He don't care. Oh my goodness. I knew this one was gonna be a good one. Something in my spirit told me, Andre, click that one right there. That's gonna be good. I'm kind of glad the Colombian video kind of messed up on us, right? We wouldn't have found this video if the Colombian video wouldn't have messed up on it with the woman that was just shoplifting shoes. That was nothing compared to this. Woo. Yep. Free my ninja. Oh, he say that's an embarrassing way to be apprehended. I've never seen that before. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. I never knew that they could tie somebody up like that. And they did it with the swiftness. Like they had done it several times. Goodness gracious. I guess in Orlando, it is a small world after all. Yeah, of course, Florida, hog tie arrest. That's a good point, Andrew. That's a good point. Like Nubia says this, her day flipped up. I told y'all she gonna sleep good tonight. She gonna sleep so good. She gonna be up in the holding cell just snoring and sucking her thumb. She gonna be in the holding cell snoring and sucking her thumb. He said upside down from the smack of the mouth and her tooth gone. This is just like a bad John Wick type of day. This is just a John Wick type of day. Just ain't nothing going right. He said, I wonder if this is her first time. Good point. She might be a repeat offender, but first time in the airport doing it. Yep, that's a good point. Good point. Yeah, I never seen anything like that. I've never seen, let's bring that beat back because I've never seen somebody hog tie before.
You don't need to push me.
You don't make the decisions, ma'am.
Now you need to sit up here.
Listen, it's enough. It's it. You're in here. It's it. There you go. Sit down. No.
What happens? It's gonna be rib hobble.
Get the rib hobble.
Yeah, that's it. Tie her up. That's it.
Throw the ground.
It must be embarrassing. It must be embarrassing to be so weak.
That's true. That's true. I've seen people do this to alligators in Florida. That's a good point, Andrew. Yep.
Is this on video, please? Sure is. Thank you. Because you guys don't know what you're doing, clearly. Obviously, don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
Now you're going to stand up.
You're right.
Oh, my breast! Ow! My breast! Ow! 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 You're hurting my breast! Ow! 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 My wrist! My wrist! My wrist! My wrist! No, my wrist! I can't feel it. My wrist! My wrist! I can't feel it! Don't punch me in the stomach! Why are you punching me in the stomach? Don't touch my stomach, you fucking asshole! Don't fucking touch my stomach! I'm a military veteran, you cocksucking asshole!
Here we go. She was Desert Star. I'm gonna say this again. I'm going to announce this again. All you military men, come to the front of the line. Come get your people. Come get your people, Desert Storm. Military, come get your people. She said, I want a Desert Storm. Come, hey, Kobe. Hey, tell all you military dudes, report to the front of the line. This your people. Acting a goddamn fool.
I'm able to get you in here. It's
I don't care. I can't breathe. My arms.
Is this why Trump went to war? Is this why Trump fought in the war as a teenager? Is this why John Trump was drafted and went to war? I'm not harassing the veterans. She's harassing the veterans. She's harassing the veterans. She's the one that got the veterans getting hog-tied. Thank you, Kobe, the official one. I'm not hog-tying anybody. The facts are the facts. The woman said that she is a veteran.
That's my stomach.
I am a military veteran. I didn't make that up. I didn't put those words in her mouth. She doesn't need words in her mouth. She needs teeth in her mouth. Military men, military women represent. Salute. She might have been somebody's colonel. We don't know. We don't know if this is a colonel right here. A sergeant. She could have been somebody's sergeant. We don't know. Respect the military. T-Mac is right. Respect the military men and women as they're being hog-tied in Hannibal Lecter.
Military veteran, you cocksucking assholes. I on Desert Storm.
I'm able to get you in here.
I don't
It's
care.
yours.
I don't care. I can't breathe. My arms. My arms.
You want to try?
Ow! 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 I can't breathe. Oh my.
Go. Hell, you're out.
See you guys.
Despite her attempts to deny the crime and portray herself as a victim, she was eventually arrested by police and charged with assault and resisting arrest. The video is a reminder that anger and lack of restraint in public can cost us our freedom and dignity.
Go.
Oh, we got some good ones up here. I'm gonna have to, download a couple of these for us, man. I'm gonna have to download a few of these for us. Yeah. I almost forgot what the main topic was for the night. That was so good. That was the main topic for the night. Well, the main topic for the night was the women being arrested in Colombia in record numbers. So shout out to them. But goodness gracious, we pulled up a doozy. I have never seen stuff like that. Hey, I'm just saying. You might have known about her. She probably was in a part of a unit called the Feisty Four, the Feisty Five. You probably heard of the unit called the Feisty Five. I'm just saying. Her and her girls in the military, always feisty. You might have heard of the Feisty Five while you was in the military. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, she going to the psych ward for real, and she gonna sleep good. Ooh, she gonna sleep good tonight. Shout out to the Feisty Five out there, served the country well during Desert Storm. Shout out to the Feisty Five. Just saying. She probably was part of a unit called the Feisty Five. If this is Florida Panhandle, he said, I will believe it. No joke. Yeah, I know, right? That's a good call. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and head up out of here, man. We had a good time tonight. Goodness gracious. This was crazy. This was crazy. Let's do an outro, and I'll be seeing you guys mañana. Appreciate every one of you guys that support the channel. Go ahead, PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats, Patreon. Appreciate every one of you guys, man. This was too funny. And Will says this with the last Super Chat. He said, dude, you made me almost spit up my tequila. I'm just saying salute to the Feisty Five. She was part of the unit called the Feisty Five. They was feisty. Oh my goodness. I have never seen anybody hog tied. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna download a couple. Okay, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna vote on which ones we want to check out. Probably Saturday, right? Probably Saturday. Okay, so we got 4 to choose from. This is why you should never lose control and attack the police. That's one. You got the Milwaukee. Brazenly attacks a girl in Milwaukee airport. Brazenly. I don't know if brazenly attacked. Either you attacked or you didn't. Number 3. What happens when a mother attacks a police officer in front of her kids? And, oh, you know what? Oh, we can download all these. I'm downloading all these. We ain't even got to vote. We don't even have to vote on these. I'm downloading all these. We checking these out this Saturday. Oh, we checking these out this Sabado. Yes, sir. Man punches cop at the airport, instantly regrets it. Yeah, we're gonna be downloading these. Let's get to the outro. That's crazy. That is crazy. The woman got hog-tied. The ex-military server of her country.
You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Gives up a picture. Fantasy, just you and me. Like it's hey, can you get my kids? Can't you see that? Stop. You come closer to my body, delicate touch of instinct, moving slow but my heart's racing, yeah. Your fingers sliding down my chest. What do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I put you in my life for more than a night. You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Gives up a picture. Fantasy, just you and me. Like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking here. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. Yeah. You got me overthinking. Okay. Yeah. Logically, it don't make sense to me. I don't see what you see. For making me wait to call you my lady, making me contemplate, trying to calculate what your signs take. Tell me why hesitate. Why you keeping me champagne. Don't wanna be in the gray. Baby, I really love your curves, but I need my answer straight. Do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I want you in my life more than just a night. You got